Hello, everybody, and welcome to Marquee Gaming tonight. Good to see you all. Fix my camera a little bit. It's kind of weird. There we go. It's a lot better. Hi. Welcome. Welcome to Marquee Gaming. Good to see you all. Thanks for joining us tonight as we get into session number 73 today of Mystical Mishaps and see what will happen. It's going to be a crazy time, most assuredly. Because chat, you get involved in this, and it's going to be crazy when you guys start raising mishap levels and they start casting spells, and it'll be a good time. I'm excited. So, we're going to begin tonight by letting our players introduce themselves, and then we can get into the session shortly after that. So, Rachel, take it away.
Hi, I am Rachel, also known as Pip. You can find me here on this channel. A bunch of times this week, actually, because tomorrow I have art stream, and then Sunday, oh, I guess it's not a bunch of times. I'm just streaming a bunch of times. Anyway, Sunday is we're doing Sepulchre, and so that'll be fun as well. So that's where you'll find me. We're also going to be over at I never know how to pronounce his name, but I think it's Lord Gasumba. We're going to be over on his channel for a short thing on Monday night, just for like talking about character building for 1 and 2E. And then on Saturday morning from 9 CST to 12 CST, we'll be running a short Greyhawk 1E/2E game. So you can go hang out with us there. We will put a Discord notification up when we go live. For this game, I am playing Eleonora. She is a level 6 warlock. She's an ASMR. She has been dead a bunch, and we're back on the resurrection, being weak and like getting better every day. So that's good. No complaints from me. I'm happy she's alive. The end.
Yeah. Yes. Our second player tonight, we have Kelly.
Hi. I'm gonna keep it short and sweet because I'm battling illness, so I might start coughing. But my name is Kelly. I play Winnie, the level 6 monk. And she is hopefully not going to be just a monk for long. So that should be exciting. And just as a note, first of all, apparently Rachel and Mike missed the telepathic memo we all had to wear our hoodies because me, Ashley, and Mike did.
I told Rachel to also, but she refused. So
I like my sweater. I don't want to change.
I do like your sweater, to be fair. And also, so I bought my little dice for when I eventually decide to do my thing that's with oh my god, I can't think. Oh my goodness.
Dominic.
Yeah.
When you do the thing with the
it's
person.
Meta. That was not it. But I've been rolling my dice to see which ones I use out of my 2 like D20s, and every time this one's rolled worse, and now it rolled a bunch like 2 nat 20s and an 18. So
Let's go.
I think
Wow.
it's fate that I'm supposed to do this. So I'm gonna use that one today. Just had to say that. Okay, that's all. Thank you.
Awesome. Our third player, we have Ashley.
Also, your little friend is here. I know you're not in chat, so I just wanted to tell you.
Oh,
Ashley.
Oh, okay, nice.
As promised. Yeah.
So confused. Okay, well, hi, I'm Ashley. I also make art. It is Skulltober on Instagram right now, so I'm working on some skulls. I've posted a fair bit of skulls. There are more to come. So if you like kind of creepy art, you should check that out. I'm playing Euphemia. She's a human druid. Girl's got a lot going on right now. I am along for the ride to see how that all pans out. I think that's the only way I can sum this one up.
Yes, very exciting. And our fourth player tonight, pulling double duty last night, down to single duty tonight, we have Mike.
Hello everyone, my name is Mike, also known as Bardic Dice. It's been quite exhausting being separated into 2 and being absorbed back into 1. So it might be a night, especially since I'm also kicked out of Twitch at the moment and D&D Beyond. So I won't be in chat. So, help punch the bots for me. And if you see me looking down, it's because I'm trying to look at my character sheet on my phone. but that's okay because tonight I play Davril. He's a human level 6 artificer and wizard hybrid. Yeah, without a lot of memories, and we'll see if he's good at mining or not, because he doesn't have booming blades, so that's fun. Yeah, we'll see what happens.
That was unfortunate loss of that spell. Oof. Well, yeah, those are our players. We do share a Discord with Bardic Dice as well, which you can join. It's called The Tavern, and you can head over there if you'd like to hang out with us during the week. So you can pop into that Discord and post fun little gifts during the session, talk about things that are going on in your life, post fun terrain or D&D stories you have, look for games, all kinds of stuff in there. So go ahead and join our Discord if you haven't already. And yeah, there's going live stuff in there. I don't know what else to say about that. I think that's it. So anyways.
Oh gosh, sorry about that.
I'm Mark. I'm the Dungeon Master tonight and ready to get into our story to see what happens, where these players will go from here. It's always an interesting ride, and I don't know, some big things are happening, so I'm feeling like a ramp up in the story at this point. So it's getting exciting. It's getting pretty exciting. So we'll see where things go. But why don't we get our intro going, and then we'll turn on redemptions after the intro for people who want to use channel points to redeem things. But we'll be back after this intro. See you all shortly.
Talk about eating ice cream till you
Yes,
die.
there you go. Kelly's talking about eating ice cream till you die. We were talking about that over the break. Why don't we put that in the chat? What's your favorite ice cream? Go ahead and put your favorite ice cream in the chat.
I want my favorite ice cream.
Fun little thing.
No, not even your favorite ice cream. If you had to eat ice cream until you died.
Oh, okay.
There you go.
What
That's the
ice
question.
cream would you want to eat until you died then? Just forced to do it. That would be our question today. So morbid.
I can't put mine in there, but it's a caramel peanut butter swirl.
Ooh.
Fancy.
Very specific.
But let's go ahead and get our music playing, and we can begin with our recap. I feel like my screens are like all off. I don't know what happened. It's because of the sepulcher last night or whatever, but my screens just feel like they're all different.
Oh no.
But our players are in the great city of Heaven's Reach, which gives them an opportunity to go to the temple finally for Winnie and have her get an opportunity to talk with a Dalmine cleric there and inquire about potentially following her in the future. The cleric there was able to give her some information about next steps to take, which Winnie happily took and was ready to use later that evening. The party also decided to head to the library to do some research, like good D&D parties do, study in the books. I mean, if I learned anything, like in Buffy the Vampire Slayer, they were always in the library reading books. So it's the place to go when you got things going on. So, so they're in the library doing some studies about the mountains and all this stuff as they search for this black rose, which grows in complete darkness. They're hoping to find. So that is their goal, to get there, find out some information about the mountains and what's happening in that part of the world. And seems like potentially a good place to go would be Edgefort. That seems to be the direction they're all leaning towards from their study. But they prepare to head to the mountains, and the goal of it is to get that black rose so they can help Euphemia out. But they need to wait until Eleonora gets recovered from being resurrected recently, so she's still feeling a little bad at this point. But that evening, Winnie commits herself to Dalmanet, and she also does a little prayer while Euphemia rests to help her with her dreams. And it just so happens that Euphemia was having a bit of a nightmare that seemed to be pushed away by some force out there in the world. So we're going to pick up the next morning as they all can wake up in the inn that they've been in for the last couple days. On the 3rd of the month. So that is where we're picking up. And I'll turn it over to you guys. What would you guys like to do on this fine day?
This is fun music, by the way. I don't know if I've ever heard this one.
It's called Mountains too, which is the fun part.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Oh, Misty.
Nike.
I guess the first question would be, does, like, that morning, does Euphemia say anything about the dream, or, like, is there anything with that before I, like, jump to doing other things?
Yeah, I mean, Winnie and I spoke about it in the moment.
Right.
I would tell the two of you, though, since it was something that it seems like Winnie achieved, I would bring it up for sure, to share about what she did. So,
Cool.
I mean, yeah. I would be very clear to link the fact that Winnie told me that she prayed, and then it seemed like that happened.
That's awesome.
That's good. Direct.
Yeah.
Some sort of direct intervention even here.
Even here. Yeah, that's what's really interesting, I think.
That's what I thought was odd, I guess, is that even I guess I didn't know if she'd even be able to hear me, I guess. But I guess if people are still getting powers, they must still have some sort of connection, so.
Yeah, of course.
Like,
Also, oh, sorry.
the idea that you asked and you got an actual response, maybe they aren't disconnected in the same way everyone seems to think. Like, maybe they can still hear somehow.
Maybe they just can't communicate back or something. I don't know. Although,
Directly,
Death-
maybe.
Yeah, Death said he couldn't hear you, but
He could feel it
Yeah.
still, the connection.
yeah,
Right.
yeah.
Mhm.
He could,
Hmm.
I think he could even feel and think. Well, I don't know, actually. That's something to ask if we get back, is could he feel me die or
Yeah.
not?
What if, well, everything here seems to keep going back to the dream realm or the nightmare realm. What if it has to do with Domine specifically?
That's true. Maybe she has more of a connection here because of the dream
That's
realm. I
very
don't know.
true.
Could be.
That is a good point.
So you all got advantage dice. Everyone got those.
Great,
Thanks.
thank you.
Yay!
Phantom says maybe they're on mute in the great Discord call of life.
You
Never
We
knew.
are, or the gods?
Or they're like double
Muted.
muted because they're like they don't realize what's happening.
We also haven't had our advantage die from the same person in a long time, so just saying, it's pretty cool.
That's
It just happened,
fun!
yeah. You guys all got it from the same person.
Look at that.
Everyone's like, we're spent on Sepulchre.
Oh yeah, there was some
Oh, yeah.
major payouts last
There's a
night.
lot of spending.
So,
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
I know.
But yeah.
Oh, I was just gonna have her say too, this is the second night in a row then you felt an attempt.
Yes. Yeah, I don't know that will go away. I expect it might. I mean, maybe after last night, we catch a little bit of a break, but I don't know for how long. I wouldn't want to count on it. I'll just try and be ready, I guess.
Something to be prepared for, I think, yes.
If there's any ways to help buff you, but I can't think of anything to help protect you.
I don't think I can do anything really yet besides just pray, but I can do that every night, I guess, if it worked this time.
If you're willing, Winnie, it seemed like it worked. I would be so grateful.
Of course, yeah. Maybe, I don't know, maybe they'll get the message that we are, we have other allies that, are more powerful, hopefully.
I mean, I don't think it'd be enough. I was gonna say we do have that protection spell, but that only lasts 10 minutes. It wouldn't be enough to protect you while you're sleeping.
Right.
Sorry.
I think, hopefully we can just find the rose as fast as we can, and then...
That's my thought too. The sooner it's wrapped up, maybe it's less to contend with in the future. So
Yes.
But it's good to know that we're gonna have to contend with it.
Yeah. I appreciate you all being willing to do this.
Of course. Appreciate you letting us.
Thanks.
We are happy to help however we can, so I'm glad we have something to work towards.
I don't expect anything will go like we plan. It doesn't usually seem to work that way. But maybe at least we can get a pretty good head start.
Yes.
I
Definitely.
don't think any of us would have met if our lives went exactly to plan. So
Good point.
good will come from it. We'll make sure of that.
I've never really had any plans, so having a plan is even exciting. So.
Touche.
I'm glad. Do we have anything else pressing in the city we need to think about or do here?
Can't think of anything.
City specific, for me, not so much, but if there's a chance we have enough, I could do a health potion before we leave. Or maybe I can go find and supplement what we do have. That's a possibility. Might be a good thing to plan.
So, currently we have 36 gold. So, I suppose it depends on... I mean, those are very helpful, so I'm not saying we don't need it, but do we need... that will render us not very much money at all, especially counting the next 2 or 3 nights of an inn.
Yeah. I mean, I can go look. Hey, Mark, when we were in the Garden District, and I spent some time there at the beginning of the game, would I know, if there's, public areas you can, pick plants and stuff?
There might be some, but generally they're considered to be gardens. Or they're owned by the city or something, so they're not meant for public use in the city typically.
Okay.
They're meant for the beautification of the city, not for the consumption of the city. So.
Yeah. So really, I would need to probably go where we had been before, where it was less populated or something, maybe, and look.
Yeah. So with how it is, in the city, there's the Garden District, which you could attempt to do something or steal if you feel so led to do something. The outside of the city is more farmland, so again, that's more owned by other people. So beyond that, though, it would be more wilds, but that would be a ways out from the city as well.
Right. What about like that place that we stayed before that was like more rundown, abandoned?
Good try. It's unlikely to find much that would be helpful for like a health potion up there, just because of
Okay.
the nature of the land. But
Okay.
you could definitely give it a shot if you'd like to.
Okay. My ability to like harvest stuff here is maybe a little limited, but I could go. I could check. It wouldn't hurt to check before we went and bought anything. If we're going into the mines, I will need to use some magic to see. So that leaves less magic for healing. Would probably be in our best interest to have at least one more along.
It's true.
Right.
Well, I guess if you can find something, then we can supplement the rest. That might even alleviate a bit.
I can focus on healing a lot more too, if I am conscious about it.
You also have to be able to see for some of that.
Well, yeah, I'm not casting anything to see. I'm
Right.
either holding on to someone or I'm tripping over my gum. So I'm just saying, if I know to do it, I can be a lot more mindful of not using my spells for other stuff.
Sure. Well,
True.
it's better, I think, if we have the opportunity to make an
I
extra
agree.
resource. I think we should. Yeah.
It's always better to have it than not, but especially less mishaps. So
Quick point of
Yeah,
order too, just to go back to something we talked about. Did you guys want to say you gave Heidi an answer yesterday, or do you want to say you said we'd let you know today for Heidi? Like you'd go back to her today? For
Sure,
your
give her an
idea
answer.
for the quest. I know you as players discussed it outside of the game and made a conclusion,
Yeah.
but I want to know if you guys want it to be something that we retroactively say you gave her the answer back then, or you would have said, like, we'll come back to you and tell you if we're doing it.
I mean, I'm okay with just saying we would tell her no for now, but we had a job like
we give
that
her
paid
reason.
about the same
Yeah.
amount that we would obviously like get her in on if
Yeah,
I'm fine with
I
that.
think that's probably fine. Unless there's something else you wanted to talk about with her, but I can't think of anything.
Okay. So
this Heidi
yesterday,
no. It seems like other
Yeah.
Heidi has more.
Right.
yesterday you said no to the quest. Okay.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
Very polite.
With profuse apologies and trying to like soothe
And the promise
her
of another
feathers.
one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
No,
She's still
we're
very
done with
upset.
you.
But yes.
Yeah.
Sure, she was a little, sassy about it.
Very much so, yes.
Monster Hunter's turning down a job.
If I am to go out and look for a while, I might have to go a little further out. So, I should probably start soon.
sure. I
Are
mean,
you
we
going
can
out
all come with
alone?
you.
Or yeah.
We can. That's fine.
I think she'll also say, I don't know what other things I have to do here, except potentially at one point I would want to return to the library and see if there are anything else I can find about all the connections we've discovered with Shadowrock. Since we're here and
Mm-hmm.
the library is destroyed in the other timeline.
Yeah.
Well, why don't
Well-
I go with you to the library and they can go hunt down items?
If I can get set up crafting, then you have the rest of the day.
I think that should be all right. We haven't. Yeah, I don't think we've seen any sign of the grave robbers.
And if we do, we can just agree upon trusting. If you feel outnumbered, you run. Don't try and take them out necessarily.
I can stay
Call
with you
for
too.
gods or
That's
something.
helpful. That way it's 2 and 2.
So whichever. I mean, I am not the best with books, so I would probably want someone who's good at that. You
I would
both
be
can do
much-
that, I think. I'm not sure.
I'll be much better suited for books than looking for our plants, just to let you know.
I can look at books, so I can do whatever.
All right. Well, let's
I guess I
and
have, like-
the library isn't that far away, is it? Like from our hotel room?
From where you guys are, no, it's not terribly far.
It's pretty close.
So it's not. I mean, it's all in such a populated area of town. I don't think it's quite the biggest risk ever. So yeah, I think she would be okay with that.
We weren't too far away from the watchlight, if I remember right. The last time we went to the library.
What'd you say?
What?
Wasn't the library fairly close to the watchlight as well?
It's
Yeah,
all.
you're all in the
close.
same
Like in the
section
same
right
area.
now.
Yeah.
Winnie and I might need to venture a little further to go look for plants, but other than that,
Well, if they're scrying for Eleonora, maybe it won't be too much of a risk then.
I
Or
mean,
if
unless
we-
you all want to traipse out with me for an hour and go back and we can.
I mean, we
split
could
up
also,
and
we
pick out
could
my
also
herbs.
do that too. And then we're
Yeah,
all
that would
together
be an
and
option.
it's safe because who knows what might be tracking you down right now too because of
Yeah.
what's been going on. So
Sure.
That makes me feel a
Oh,
little better, honestly.
Maybe we do
Sure.
that,
Let's keep
you
and
still
then
together.
once I'm set up, you can
Sure.
split off.
that is fine. Then at least if you are at the room making a potion, it's not quite as far away either if we run into trouble later or something. But all right, let's do that if everyone's all right with that.
I could just
Okay.
set up the potion in the library. Might get yelled at a couple
Um,
times, but
No,
Nah.
I'll use the room. It's fine.
it's worth a shot. Got a few kids do that once in a while.
Maybe at a school or something, but I don't want to do that here.
Yep. They put up a sign
I
in our old.
just feel like
Library.
I've pushed it in this library specifically. We don't really need to
Oh, I got ins.
draw
They
any more
love me
attention to
there.
myself here.
Don't worry.
Right,
I think that's a good plan.
let's do that then.
So you're all going out together?
Yeah.
All right.
So, would I assume that like the area that we stayed in before, that more kind of rundown area, which is where I think I would start, would I assume that's within 5 miles of here, or is it?
From here, this would be more than 5 miles to up that section.
Okay. I'll wait then to cast my spell to her closer.
Okay.
That direction.
We can probably take the train through a lot of it,
Mm-hmm.
or the trams or whatever,
Yeah, you
Well, it
can
gets
take the rail system.
More rundown.
because they're not broken.
It won't go all the way up
Yeah.
there because that's like a closed
Right.
off part of the city essentially, but
correct.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
so you jump on that, you start heading north a little bit, and eventually you kind of get to the farthest north point that you can be at on these rail systems that they'll take you to, so you can hop off from there.
Okay.
I think real quick during the trip, Dad's gonna saunter up to Winnie. Hey, just wanted to say again, really proud of you on kind of taking the adventure to pray and figure this out, finding something that you wanted to do for yourself. Can I ask a favor though? It's a small one. I don't want to distract from what you're doing.
Yeah.
I don't really want to concentrate too much on my situation right now. Just because of theories, and also I just want to focus on Euphemia. But one of the things that I was putting in my own little prayer for, I guess, was supporting you, but also seeing if Dalmanet would have any insight on whether to trust Akrol or not. So I don't know. I guess, you gotta pray a lot to be the cleric, I guess, right? And that's kind of like I study, you gotta pray, right? At least my simple understanding of what you do. Maybe you could
I don't
intercede
do
for me.
anything yet, but yeah, I can try. So, yeah, I can see what it might be easier in the other timeline if I have more like direct communication with her potentially, but I can see if I get like a feeling about it, I guess, if I ask.
And
So,
nothing
I'll
to
let you know.
focus on. This is back burner. Just like, hey, by the way, P.S. You know, my friend Av, whatever. But I just I don't know. I keep thinking about the lady that saved me and her husband, and I see a lot of the same kindness in her that I see in you. So if there's anyone that's going to get through to Dominic, I think it'll be you.
Do you want to trust after all? Is that why? Or are you just wondering about it?
I don't know. That's a really heavy question, and I'm trying not to focus on that right now.
Okay, I'll see what I can figure out, but yeah, I'll let you know if there's anything.
Again, I know your back burner thing. Just want to put it in your ear. So
I don't think it's like hard to do. It's just like I said, whether she answers or not, or I obviously don't have. I really new at this, so I don't know if that's something that she would answer, but maybe, who knows? Not me.
worth a try.
Yeah.
Figure since she showed up to me, wouldn't hurt. So
That's true too.
all right.
Yeah.
Proud of you, kid.
Thank you.
While you're having your conversation, Euphemia was going to talk to Eleanor, so we'll just
Nice.
cross off.
Perfect.
Look at that.
So cute.
So
We're walking
seamless.
in pairs.
So seamless. That was beautiful.
Like in high school or something when your friend group seamlessly splits off into the two groups to
You
talk.
think they're talking about us?
I know.
Oh my gosh.
I think they're talking
Yeah.
about like scrubbles of my beard coming in or something. I don't know. I need to shave anyway.
Maybe they like it. Maybe they think it's cool. Yeah, Euphemia at one point will definitely, like, if Dev and Winnie seem like they're talking, she'll kind of just come up and tug your sleeve quietly.
Yes.
How are you feeling?
Wait, I'm -2, Mark.
-2
No?
today. Yep.
Okay. I'm getting there. It's helped that we've been able to sleep and not have to trek around various terrain that is unenjoyable. I'm happy to be here.
I'm glad we made it back. And I'm sorry that you're going to have to traipse through some more of that terrain again soon, but at least maybe a little less worn out.
Well, I would rather do it in this present state than as vulnerable as I was before. So,
Yeah.
I have grown a bit more used to it. I don't think I will ever enjoy it, but it is not torture. Do not worry about me.
I'm not. Well, I'm a little worried, I guess. I'll try not to worry about you. I know you can handle yourself. If there's something I can do to help you feel safer, though, let me know.
Thank you. You've always done a good job at keeping everybody up. It's just unfortunate that either by my own failings or perhaps our enemy's very pressing need to get the job done and end me, it just keeps not working out in that favor. But
She's like looking down when you say that, like fidgeting with her coat a little bit. Just like, I want to make sure we all get back in one piece, you know?
I do too. Especially after what we've seen.
Yeah, it's very concerning.
And especially if resurrection does not work, anybody here is... I just don't know what to think of them.
you seem like you got awfully fortunate. I don't know. I don't want to assume that it would happen again the same way. It just doesn't seem it doesn't seem that likely.
I think in our circumstances, we should never assume the best case scenario.
Exactly. I don't think it happens that often for us.
I'm sure, like everyone here, there are certain things we take responsibility for and certain things we want to learn from and strive and do better. But I do think that you have grown in your skill. I do trust you to keep everybody up, especially in where we're going. You seem more motivated as of late.
I think I'm just tired. So the sooner the better.
Tired of...
I'm tired of it continuing. I'm tired of everybody paying the price for it taking so long to wrap this up.
Yes. We do keep trying to take care of this, and it does not work.
And then it drags on.
Yes.
Even if nothing comes out, I still feel it sometimes, so it doesn't ever really go away.
I don't mean to say this in a bad way, but if you are tired, and that means you're more, wouldn't want to say focused, you've always been focused, but you just seem to know what to do and what you want a bit more. And being tired can be a good thing. It can sort of drive you to make the decisions that need to happen. Burn away hesitation.
That's I agree with that. I think that's where I'm at.
So, hold on to that. I think I kind of like a little bit of the fire with you.
Well, I guess we'll see, huh? I'm not that excited to go back to Edgefort. That's maybe wouldn't have been my first choice had it not seemed like the most likely place.
We don't have to stay in town hardly at all. We could even bypass it a bit if you want.
See what I think, I guess, when we get there.
Just,
I think less
go
is
ahead.
more after the impression we left.
Oh, I'm sure we're quite hated. Yes. Well, just, please speak up if you need anything. And we will be there for you as well.
Thank you. Actually, I do have a small favor to ask.
Sure.
I need to speak with Edison about something before we leave. Alone. So if there's a time, maybe we can set that up.
Do you have a specific location I should tell him to meet you?
I don't know. I'll be around at the hotel all day, so that might be an option. Or I can run over there at some point.
Sure. I'll just pull out my book while we're walking, and we don't have to roleplay it, Mark, but I would just basically, ask him if there's a time he could meet Euphemia, because she wants to talk to him.
Also, we're alive.
Yes.
Yeah, we're still here.
We're still here. By the way, we never checked in with him.
Update.
Oops.
Okay.
Not ghost him.
He would say that generally evening works best, but just let him know.
So, maybe you can just tell me when you're ready tonight. And I'm sure he'll
Perfect.
come.
Sure. Thanks.
Of course.
She'll just be quiet again, unless Eleanor
Yeah.
brings anything else up.
No,
She'll
no,
walk
no.
with you, though, until the others
Yeah.
come back. She's not gonna move.
What do you think about Davril's beard? I think he needs to shave it. I don't like the
Maybe-
scruff very much. It's not very gentlemanly.
I mean, he'll fit right in an Edgeford, though.
I suppose.
The miners and stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, Winnie, no, it's just dirt. No, there's no beard. It's, yeah,
Just
we'll wash it
kidding.
off.
There's some crumbs from like his cookie that he ate.
Dang,
on his
I thought it was
pillow.
peach fuzz. It's not, no.
Oh my gosh.
But you
Just
knew that
snacks
you
left
you
over.
cannot have a beard in my game, Mike. That's the rule.
Yep, it's true.
It's canon now.
It's canon!
Oh man.
It's not a species thing in this one. I keep on getting firebolts to the face. It's weird.
Right. Yes, singeing
Eldritch,
off.
weirdly,
Then
Eldritch Blast like nicks you every time. Oh, so
So
strange. You wouldn't think.
I have
but
like nightmares of like red clippers that just come near my face, and
I feel like Eleanor
Weird
should
balls.
know how to aim that by now, but she just catches you once in a while.
yeah. And then I always have to like practice spells, and you singe one half, you gotta just singe the other.
Oh my gosh. I would say when we seem like we're getting kind of close to the area, I would pause, and if you all are okay with it, I'll ritually cast locate animals or plants, looking for health potion stuff. So I don't have to use my spell slot.
All right.
Take a little pause while I do that.
And
10-minute
I'm
break.
walking with Mike's eyes while she's doing that.
Okay.
Forgot about that.
Dex check,
Just, stay out
disadvantage.
of my stay out of my ritual circle, please.
Yeah, we'll see about that. Disadvantage?
Yep.
Okay. Could be worse. Could be better. A +2. 15.
Okay. Thankfully, this is a small area, so you're kind of going a little bit, but it's also not a complex area, so who knows what a complex situation. But you are doing some
Guys,
practice.
We're getting there. I avoided that stump.
He's like strutting around after it's like really proud of himself.
It's like the
Like
only
that.
stump in the area.
Yeah.
It's entirely clear everywhere else.
I got Mike and he's like, yeah, buddy.
So good.
All right. so
I
10
would
minutes
also
go
be
by.
keeping my eye out for anyone following us.
Okay. Perception roll.
What a good idea.
Can I do as well? Is that
Sure.
Yes. Yeah, please, because I got a 2 on the die
Cheeky.
for a 3.
Oh, goodness.
23. Because I got 19 on the
Okay.
die.
Beat her by 20. Look at that.
Sorry.
Oh my gosh.
All right. You guys look around. Keep an eye out. You guys are far out from the city that you don't see anybody around. It's really quiet. So your 10 minutes of casting goes by. And we're
Second
gonna
level spell. Anyway.
roll for mishap chance.
I know.
Knocked her away from me.
You got a mishap. Look at that.
Oh yeah.
Oh, with
Spell-
none last time.
Spell does
know.
work. And I'm
Okay.
gonna roll your
Well,
mishap.
that's good.
Not near Mike. I'm not near Mike. I'm not near Mike.
He's running away.
That's on you. I'm casting in a circle over here.
He almost like wanders too close and like veers away.
958. 958.
So that goes to here, which is all right. You feel like, just curiosity, does this have any upcasting ability? This spell? I don't know if it does, but
I think it does. It doesn't. No. No.
okay. You feel like more power comes through the spell, but there's no noticeable effect.
Okay. Whew. Well, could have been worse. Yeah.
But so it's your nearest one within 5 miles, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
For dark vision.
Highs or lows?
Highs.
All right. So it pings out, and you do get a sense of it about 3 miles out from where you are.
Sweet. Okay. Well, that won't take long to go get. I feel like I'm standing there in my circle with my eyes closed because I'm like using my sensing to do this, and I kind of like pause and go, "Oh," and then I'll open my eyes and kind of point in the direction. And say, "There's something over there." That's 3 miles away.
Oh, that's good.
So you head that way. Takes about an hour to get there. But I do need a. How long does the spell last? 10 minutes or?
One action.
Is it the casting or is it the duration? I should just look it up.
Instantaneous.
Okay, so it doesn't last. Just kind of points you in a direction. So I'll need a survival check for tracking down that direction.
All right. Cool.
Can I help?
You each can roll individually on this one. Yes.
Sweet.
Okay, cool.
I did point, so at least you have a direction also.
21.
I got a 14.
This dice is rolling really well. Knock on wood.
It is.
Delish.
Yeah, I like you.
The power of
Okay.
You become a player, it rolls ones.
So
Yeah,
this
we'll
is
see
the
how it
one drawback to the spell. Is it's not like it remains pointing in the direction. It's just
Right.
like it's that way, and
Yep.
then you just have to kind of guess. So
I have to remember, yeah.
you start walking that way. You feel like you guys are on track, but you also don't know specifically where this plant is as you walk for an hour.
Okay.
I'm gonna mic him the whole way there.
Do I feel like I've totally lost track of it, or I still feel decently confident that I know where it is?
I mean, it's like having a compass heading and be like, go that way, or you see a sign that says
Right.
go that way, and you're just walking that way now. So you're hoping you're close, essentially,
Okay.
is the way it works
Okay.
out.
All right. I would go at least what we assume is around 3 miles in the right direction
Yeah, and then kind of look around it there if we can.
first and look around. Yeah.
Okay. Give me perception rolls.
I will help look too, but I would probably
You-
request.
Do you know what this plant is?
I was going to request a picture
Okay, there you
or
go.
something. I'm sure
mean-
they've drawn all the
It's the same
herbs.
thing
I've
we've all
shown
been looking at, yeah.
I've shown Winnie a lot of them, like as we were
Yeah.
harvesting them and as I was working with them. So like I'd also be able to describe it to you pretty well, I would say, since it's something I do a lot.
Yeah, we've looked for them.
Don't you have some
I got
on
a-
you too? We haven't made.
Not currently.
Oh, okay.
So
I had,
for
like, half.
this one, I'm gonna say because it's a little more nature-y, I'm gonna say nature for this roll actually.
Oh, okay. A 3.
Okay.
I'm trying to decide if I want to use my reroll.
13.
I'll
I
use
used
my
to be able
reroll.
to help out with Micah. Am I allowed to do that now or no?
Oh yeah, I got a 19 plus 5, 24.
Nice.
If you
With
look
my
through his
reroll.
eyes, you can roll a nature check through his eyes. I'll say that.
Wisdom, perception check. Okay, so nature would not be advantage.
It's basically like
Uh.
surveying all the plants and being like, that looks like the plant
Yeah.
that she's describing to us. So
This is so weird being on this, not my actual sheet. Where's my stats? Where are my stats?
Where'd they go?
oh, I should pull up your
Then,
character sheet too,
yeah.
so I have it if you need me to look up something
There
for
we
you
go.
too.
You can like swipe,
3.
yeah, swipe through the pages.
I was, but it was like not there. It was really weird. 17.
So you guys all kind of scour around, staying close enough to each other, wandering around for a little bit. You feel like you're close for sure to the area, so it takes a little bit of time wandering around. But eventually, Euphemia, you notice a little garden, and you spot some of that plant inside that garden.
Okay. It's abandoned?
It is an abandoned house, yes.
Okay, sweet.
It's kind of like
Yeah, I'll
overgrown
be
with
like-
weeds and stuff.
Okay.
Having
Yeah,
Beacon
I'll
flashbacks.
I'll pop in there and I'll pull it and I'll show all of you again since I was already I was explaining it before, and I'll in my excitement at finding it, I'll show it to you again, and
Perfect.
so that you see it for next time. And then I'll just grab, while I'm there, if I see anything else that's like a plant I like for tea or for collecting to have on hand, that kind of thing, I'll wipe a few of those too, since it
Okay.
seems old and no one's using it.
The somewhat unfortunate thing is, you found this plant. You get 4 gold worth of components from this plant. It's pretty small. It doesn't look like it's been cared for. It's a lone singular plant that's alive here.
Okay.
Some are dried up and dead.
Well,
But
4 gold is 4 gold worth, so it's something. So cool. I wish this was more, but at least it's something.
It's something, yes.
What is that? One night at the at the inn or something, at least?
2, actually. So
2. So that's more than
not to
Funny
something.
how we
more than
split
nothing.
up the rooms, but yeah.
What?
Depends on how we split up the rooms.
We're all in one room, Jeffro.
Yeah, we've been. So,
Just saying.
all right. Well,
He's like, I'm still right.
we should
All right.
probably head back so I have time. We'll have to stop somewhere and get the rest of the herbs, and then
Sure.
I'll get to work. Thank you all
Perfect.
for your help. It's kind of a nice day to be out, actually. Is it, Mark? I just
Yeah.
realized what the weather was.
It's
What
raining.
is
I was
it?
like,
yeah,
Honestly,
really
she
trying to keep
don't
a
think it's
face
nice,
like,
but-
it's a very sunny, crisp fall,
Perfect.
or was this early fall? Yeah, late
It's like my
Early
nature
winter.
sense knew.
early winterish
Mm.
time of year.
Yeah.
I mean, I wish we had waited for the sun to come up a
Okay.
little bit. But yeah, no, it was a great day. Love nature
Some fresh
walks.
air is good after being
Yeah.
cramped up in the library all day yesterday. So
Sure. He failed the deception check.
he does not. He does not agree.
He's not happy about nature check. Like, I wish I could go to the library. He doesn't say
Let me
anything.
breathe that book dust.
Yeah. What do you think? I'm pale.
Okay. So you're done out here?
Yeah, unless we see anything else. I think I just keep an eye out as we're traipsing around for any other plants that I like to collect. And I'll just refill my stashes.
Yeah, there might be a few flowers you can spot on the way back, or small little plants, but a lot of weeds out here. Unfortunately, no one weeds out here.
I do like weeds. A lot of them are
you
useful.
go.
So from a druid's perspective, they're all valuable.
Perfect.
That Mike will go flying so he's not stuck on my shoulder for an hour.
So you, anything else you guys do on the way back?
Just
Okay.
go to a shop where we can get the rest of the herbs, right? Would be the next stop.
Yeah.
All right. So you're heading towards the market. Again, it's a little over an hour to get back to the market. Probably closer to maybe 2 hours at the point you get to the market, just because of the journey back after harvesting and all
Right.
that. So you probably would be getting close to midday by this point with your journey out and then back now.
Okay.
But you can get to the market and you can purchase however much GP worth of health plants you want from
It would
this
be
shop.
21 GP more.
All right.
Okay.
How close are we to that like magic shop? We're nearby. right?
The Mr. Hawk's magic box. That's all in the same area, yes. But it's pretty
do not need to
shut down
roleplay it.
looking. What?
But Dav just like, we don't need to roleplay it at all, but Dav just runs over to it and he like pokes his head in and just looks around and then comes
Yeah,
back to the
it's pretty empty right now. There's not much going on at this point. There's just like a few basic items that are there at this time. There's not really anything of note as you look around.
He's like, oh, I want it. I want it. I want it. It's just like even little like trinket, like little
Window
bonnets and stuff,
shopping.
yeah. Place is so cool. Okay, I think just
Because
runs
we're
back
trying not to spend money. He just really wants to spend it.
He just loves this place. Magic items, and not magic items, but fun stuff.
Right.
I just wanted to visit the place, by the way.
Yeah, of course. So
Yeah, it's still closed down. Yeah, having some, supply issues still.
Makes sense.
You'd think they'd like find suppliers here, though.
I mean,
Maybe there's
The
a
owner.
niche in the business we can get into,
Well,
like enchanting.
the owner isn't around, so
Yeah, but like we can still communicate, right?
no.
Thought they could communicate with them. No,
In the other timeline, Devril. This
sure we could talk. No, we couldn't even talk. Okay. Well, I mean, they gotta have like an assistant manager that can step up and find his own. Maybe that's what I should do instead of like horde hunting. I could like get into
Okay.
logistics. Just
We
saying,
are
it's a backup
dreaming-
option.
I'm dreaming big today, aren't we?
Yeah, I'm just saying, there's got to be enchanters around here somewhere.
Probably.
After all, Enchanting Logistics LLC. We're not trying to take over the world. A little something like.
I do have some herbs in here that I forgot I put in here from like forever ago.
I thought you
Yes,
had more
I thought
than
you did.
I didn't know
Yeah.
I didn't think you had to
Yeah,
have the
for some reason
entirety of paid for. But
For some reason, I thought I used them all up, but I guess not. So, okay, so that would make 18. So what is that? 8 gold would be the difference.
so if you gotta get to, you're at 18, you gotta get to 25 to be 7.
7 gold would be the difference then, Rage, instead.
Nice.
Oh, so I already subtracted 21 gold, so then I add
14.
14. Okay.
Yeah,
What?
sorry.
I'm so rich again!
I was sure I used them all up the last time because I think I might have made like one push and then one right after the other. So for some reason I thought I used them all up, but
This will use it all, but yes.
this will use it all now.
And
Yeah,
do we have enough for one more?
we'd have to start over. I mean, we'd have to start another one over. I don't know if I have enough time. It would take a whole nother day.
That would leave us nearly destitute at that point.
Yeah, I don't think that's a good idea.
Have you guys ever mooched before?
I will not. We already do it quite enough already.
Alright.
I don't
Took
know
those
that we would
rats
want
for
to
a day.
delay a whole nother day either. If
Rachel,
it
you get a
seems like we
bless.
might be able to set off.
No, I was just thinking if we're, out and about and you got time to make it later on while we're resting or between finding the rose or something.
I can always look for plants out in the wilds in Edgefort too if we happen to stay.
That's fine. Just put it out there.
I don't think we should cut it that close in case we need some other supply or something before we go in.
Well, and there was the hope that if we do end up finding more money along the way at some point, that I could initiate some sort of contact with Perceiver
Exactly.
as a potential idea. But not now, obviously, because again, that would also leave us destitute.
Right.
This is why you're the treasurer. Good role for you.
Thank you. I love that you keep making Deb say a lot of the same things, like as like realizations that you made earlier in the game.
It's really
So
fun
good.
to press reset on him and just flesh it out. It's really fun. Like I'm literally pretending like you're a new character in my mind.
Yeah.
Kind of fun. You're like Eleanor 2 or something.
Yeah. Version 2. But yeah, I would be good with going to the library for a little bit.
Okay. So you're going. Anybody else going to the library? Dad,
I'm
go
going
too.
to the inn.
Winnie is. So you're leaving Euphemia
Oh.
at the inn.
No,
Oh,
I'll
if you
go
want to
with her.
go, that's fine.
No,
I would
no, I don't
probably
need to.
be fine, but
No, I don't need to necessarily research anything. I was just gonna help, so I can go with you.
Okay. So Dab and Eleonora to the library.
It's his background library, so it's like the one thing.
It's
Oh,
this
it's
one
right.
thing that he
It's his
loves.
one
This
thing,
thing
yeah.
he's real good at, yeah.
I know.
Libraries will never close the doors on me.
All right. So, kind of split up, not too far from each other, but we'll go with Euphemia and Winnie first, as you guys are in the room together.
Cool.
Get back to the inn. If you guys are planning on spending another day here, it is 2 more gold at this point.
Okay.
So you'd had to
Thank
collect
you.
that.
Taking it from Eleonora. If
Alright.
we knew they were coming to collect it.
So you can mark that off, Rach, and you got your room again. You can do as you please in the room, I guess.
Setting up my little crafting kit station. Winnie's seen this a few times before at this point, since we've hung out and done this before.
I think she'd probably just help with whatever you needed, and when she's like when you don't need help, she'll probably just quietly draw or hang out or whatever, just kind of enjoy the downtime, I guess. But yeah,
Sure.
let you work, do my own thing. Also, kind of keeping watch though, because I feel like I'm kind of paranoid. So like, kind of every once in a while, like do a little look around, just making sure there's nothing sus about.
Sure. So, from you, Euphemia, I need a herbalism kit check.
Okie dokie.
And Kelly, you can roll a perception roll.
Cool.
Is wisdom with proficiency? Yeah?
Yes.
Is that what we keep?
Yeah.
Yes.
You're proficient with it, so you can
Okay.
add that in.
Sweet. 17.
12. Not
12.
best.
Okay. So, you guys have a nice quiet afternoon in the room, and the plants are a little temperamental, but you're able to work with them and get them to... Maybe it's because they were gathered from like extremely different places that maybe is affecting kind of the mixture of it, but
Yeah.
you're able to get it under control,
Right.
and it seems like it's coming along well as the afternoon proceeds on. And Winnie, you're keeping an eye out and not really seeing much of anything. There's a lot of people around just because this is more of the busy area, but you're not noticing anybody that looks suspicious or seems to be watching your guys' direction as you keep an eye out.
I feel like I would be like making notes as I'm going to and be like, all right, adjust this a little bit. And I would just, I take notes of where I find all the plants anyway, so I think I'm noting the fact that they're from different places and going, maybe this one, since it's early winter, it's not as potent, and making little adjustments and stuff like that.
Yeah. So, begin to work on that. Seems to be going fine. Anything else you guys want to do? Or you're just gonna be doing the same?
I think, yeah, I mean, I'm kind of in the zone, I think. If Winnie wants to talk about something, I don't seem opposed to it. There's definitely like breaks in the process where I let things kind of sit. Otherwise, you might even catch her like talking to herself a little bit while she's working things out and like writing out all her notes and stuff.
Yeah, no, I think she would just kind of chill and let you do your thing, and even be like maybe on and off like praying a little bit just to see, I don't know, because it's like a new thing, and like looking back over the instruction, I don't know, just kind of like thinking
Yeah,
about
yeah.
yesterday and stuff. So probably not talking a lot, probably deep in thought.
All right. So that's how you guys spend your afternoon. Takes 8 hours for your whole process to be completed.
Yeah.
So we'll jump over to the library, which has Eleonora and Dav.
Oh, gosh, the smell of greases and dust. It's so much better than outside. Just like the flip from like Euphemia is like glowing when she's outside. It's him just, yeah.
Yeah.
Quite excited to be indoors. as
So
well.
good. It's refreshing,
Civilization.
Mm-hmm. You need some
Yeah.
vitamin B, some book inspiration sometimes, I get the sun's important, but this sun's magic, came from a book. So, all right, let's go What did you want to study? I don't even care what you wanted to study.
I always appreciate your willingness to help, Davril.
Sure.
We've had many study sessions, actually, you and I. So.
Sure.
Consulting the timeline.
Like walking with you. I guess we have.
Yes. You've always been very helpful to me. I'll be talking pretty quiet too. Kind of. I guess, Mark, actually really quick. Whenever we've done study sessions, we've been able to feel like we have some good privacy in the library, right?
I mean,
sort of.
Generally, people don't bother you, but there's other people who are in the library.
Right. Okay.
Would Dad be able to talk to like one of the library attendants and find like a more private study area that like sometimes those that are near universities would have? Or would that be more the university one?
There are places that are like kind of quiet, but again, they're all public access places. There's not really a private room that they have for you.
Yeah.
So
I think you would just ask to help guide them towards one that probably is less traveled than others. So they could have more of a chance to be undisturbed.
I mean, they'll say.
I think we've even found a few quiet corners before.
Yeah.
In the past.
Yeah, they'll just be like, yeah. I mean, there's a few places back there. There was some lady a while back that was like screaming up on the second floor. So I don't know if you want to necessarily go up there because crazy things can happen.
Atrocious.
Oh dear,
But,
that is scary.
Was pretty quiet before that moment. Yeah.
You probably found a bookmark in a book or something, right?
Who knows?
Weird. All right.
But yeah, you can find a spot that's more quiet, a little less traffic, probably on the second floor again.
Cool. Thank you.
Awesome. So once we kind of establish like maybe there's not many people around, I'll just say, so I feel like we found out a lot yesterday because we were able to pursue a certain angle. So my other angle that I don't think we knew about last time we were looking into things a couple of weeks ago is the possession of bodies like Vubaris and myself. And I don't want to make it seem that like we're looking into it for ourselves, but of perhaps accounts of it happening in the past or how they were defeated or cured or expelled. Anything from that angle might be good knowledge to have. Especially in relation to Julian and what's going on with him.
You know, it's kind of funny. So you gave me a little timeline of stuff, but I have some paperwork of the journals that I had. I kept tabs on you guys like when I first met you, and apparently I did help you study about your brother at one point.
Yes.
So we talked about possession of host and telekinetic over time. So yeah, I think we can track on top of that.
Sure. That would be helpful. And if we can't find anything, it's all right, because yesterday was...
Good lord.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
What?
Yes! Oh my gosh, so many friends!
Thank you so much,
doing?
Lord Kasumba, for the raid. Oh my goodness.
Thank you!
I can't get in chat today.
That is crazy. Oh my goodness.
I'll by your face, it was a raid.
Wow. Oh my goodness. So you guys are just like finding this quiet corner, and just tucked up against one of the legs of this table that you're at is a little pouch, and inside is 105 gold in this pouch.
Yeah!
See, I told you we can get more potions.
Oh my
This
god.
has really been the only thing keeping us financially afloat
Seriously.
is raids.
What?
We would be
We're
broke. We'd be on the
Reliant
streets.
on
So
literal windfall at this point.
That is so funny.
Oh my gosh, how was
Who's dead this
stream,
time?
friend?
Yes.
Have a good stream. What were you doing? I was lurking a little bit. It looked like you guys were having fun. Let me know.
Yes,
Welcome
and
My favorite
in.
comment. Who's dead this time?
if y'all don't know too, we're gonna be over there tomorrow on that channel.
Yes, we'll be over on Lord
Gasuma's
Gasuma's channel.
We'll be there
Mhm.
tomorrow, so you can
Fun.
definitely go give them a follow and be notified when they go live, so you can watch us tomorrow. We'll put it in the Discord if you haven't already.
Yes.
But thank you so much for that raid. My goodness, you are definitely
Yes,
funding this
thank you.
party today.
Yeah, it's so true. Everyone always talks about like, oh, I have a patron like for adventuring group, and it's just all the raiders that people raided our channel.
Yeah,
You are all our patrons. Thank you.
thank you so
The
much.
people. We're
The
funded by the people.
Forgetful people apparently leaving little pouches of gold everywhere.
Yes. Oh, so good. Yeah, I'll open the pouch and be like, Jeff. I like show him.
That's a lot.
I just
Ours,
lost.
right? Finders keepers. Yeah. I mean,
For
come
the
on.
group fund. The group fund.
I know. I'm just saying. Well, no, I don't mean it like that. But I mean, like, once in a
Oh.
while, I'm like, I feel a little guilty taking people's gold. But like, if you're stupid enough to leave it that wide open, I mean,
Well,
granted,
it's
I'd probably
just
leave it in the library. To be fair.
a
So.
bit abandoned.
Yeah, and they could be dead for all we know. I mean, they might not even need it anymore. So we're doing them a favor. We
Well-
could be saving one of their relatives. We're heroes by taking their gold.
Oh,
and
dear,
really, if
Deborah.
you stretch it that way,
A big leap.
I feel great about this. Yes,
I'm glad you've alleviated yourself of all guilt.
very easy to do sometimes.
I know. Well, I can tell Euphemia maybe we can make another potion. And I'll
I
like
think
tuck
so.
away the gold. But let's get to it.
Sure.
Amara, when criminals justify their actions.
I mean, that's not the best upstanding person. So. All right, give me a list of things to look up, and I'll do the
Yes.
Dewey Decimal System on it.
Perfect. So most of it would be like, she would be really interested in accounts of, basically like necromancy where people are like raising the dead, but not like undead, but like what happened with Vubaris and with herself. And if there's anything like that, if there's any accounts of how that might be reversed or anything. So that's what we're
Okay.
doing.
So, okay. So why don't you give me an investigation roll?
Can I give him advantage?
I'm gonna have this one be you guys
Okay.
looking separately, so just because of the nature
Okay.
of the searching.
I will use my advantage.
Okay.
Much better, much better.
10.
10.
25.
Okay. So, you begin looking around and looking around and looking around. And most of the information you find is incredibly surface level when it comes to necromancy. There
That
is
might make sense.
very little that you are finding that would go into any depth. Hardly anything, actually, if anything at all. This seems like a topic, especially what you're asking, that is not in this library from what you can guess.
That would make sense.
What? It's like we can't find out how to make a weapon in a public library? What? This is so weird. It's
Yeah, not even like historical accounts of maybe something like that happening,
like
because that
proof
was
we
kind of
did. Yeah.
a big aim for her too. Is like not like how do you do it, but like
This has happened
Yeah.
to this person
Has this
before.
happened before?
No, you don't find anything like that. This is definitely something that you guys like look through like a lot of stuff, and you guys search and search and search, and the fact that you're not finding anything probably speaks to the scariness of this as well. You could guess like how rare it would be, how powerful it would be, how evil it could be. Like it's
Or how protected information is being from
Yeah.
other people. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
like they don't want
Tab's
this to
just
get
pushing
out.
up a cart
so-
of just like books he's put back on a cart that just are useless, and he's like calling the attendees to like, oh, you can put these back. I'm like, Eleanor, I got nothing. This is
I didn't either.
gonna be watch like protected, or I'm thinking like the Four Wizards libraries sort of stuff.
Yes. Then it must be rare as well. I would wonder if.
Or not something that's common in this world. Yeah. I'm really
All right.
sorry.
Well, it's all right. We still know more than we did, and if we make it back to the second timeline, we can ask my friend. I'm sure he would know. I have an idea of where to look.
Yeah.
But thank you for your help. I appreciate it.
Mike, you gotta bless.
Wow. You're so blessed. Hey, what was your brother like? Like before?
He was a bit of a romantic, which is very opposite of me.
Yeah, that's actually really surprising.
Yes. He was ambitious like me too. We had similar goals, and most people said when both of us put our minds to something, it would happen. He was warm, and very kind.
He's an older brother, younger brother?
Older.
Keep
He
wondering
was
why
always there when I needed him.
Keep wondering why I really want to help you with this so much.
Ah, yes.
It makes sense.
Your brother was older as well? Yes. They do have a way of looking after you, even if you don't know you need it.
I've been struggling with something, and maybe you can help me understand it then. I know you want to save your brother, and I believe we can. I know I've been invested in this since the beginning, and so have the rest of us, but for the sake of the argument, what if you found out he wasn't savable? Or let's put it this way, what if everyone else was telling you he wasn't savable?
If everyone was telling me.
Everybody else, but you thought there was a chance, but there'd be consequences. Still be worth it, right? To at least make sure before letting him go, right?
I guess it would depend on who's telling me. Do they know? Do I trust them? I've held as an option that he might not be savable this whole time, Davril. I am well acquainted with that reality. If there's a chance that I can help him, of course I will take it, but I've known for quite a bit now that it may not be like that either. So
How do you know when they're lying? happens, what are you determining to be that moment that you then give up on that hope?
I'm not sure if I'll know. Until there's more evidence. I know so little. Everyone I've talked to so far seems to think there could be a chance. So I will go forward with that in mind. But if it starts to turn the other way, I'll probably need to start leaning that direction as well. And I hate to think of it, but I mean, in the end, it's saving him either way. As much as I hate to say it.
Yeah. Alright. Makes sense. I'll just turn and start putting books up.
She just she's just looking at him like she knows what he's asking. And like she's like sitting there like wondering if she should say anything. And so all she does though, she goes, if you need to have a talk about any other options, you just let me know.
You can hear like a small sniffle. We're focusing on the mission at hand. It's fine.
I like rub his back a little bit.
Sniffles get worse.
Aw.
Actually, probably in that moment, I'll probably have a little bit more of a breakdown.
Aw, hug. I'll give him a mom hug.
And give you a big hug. I think this would be like you see, not that the memories come back, but like the emotional tie comes back to the Dav before to this one. It's like that. What brought him over that before is this conversation's doing the same thing too.
Oh,
Kind of
with
friend,
before he
like the
first-
friend to a sister sort of thing.
Yeah. Yeah, I think like all she'll say is like as he's like crying, just be like, when you ever feel about it or feel up to it, you should tell me all about him too.
I don't know, I've already. This is like after like 5 minutes of him sniffling. And put books away. It's fine, just let it die. I've already said goodbye to him. It's not really my brother I'm talking about. It's like my whole family. It's everything I've known. Everyone keeps telling me that we were wrong. Or that the cult was wrong. And that I'm being reckless just by wanting to figure it out because others have dedicated their lives to stopping it. And I get it logically. I get the fear. That also means my mom and my dad, their parents and my friends, the bully, the teachers I've had, that they're all wrong too, and that no one picked up on it in time, or at least enough for me to know. Which is hard.
It is.
Makes it hard to trust.
It does. I mean, it has not been as long, certainly, but most of my family and the people in my life believe a falsehood now. Some of them may not even be affected. They may just be believing rumors. To know someone that close to you might have been deceived and is living it is difficult.
I can't imagine what it was like when you didn't have us believing in you, because when I thought the three of you guys were going to turn on me too and side with Kendra. I mean, I know you mentally can, but like, I was worried you guys would out me too. I couldn't take it. I started pushing everybody away. I think that's why I lashed out at Kendra.
Because you're afraid she'd leave you, so you
I
did
don't
it
know.
first, sort of thing.
When you're messed up, you start pushing people away like that before you get hurt yourself. I'm just glad I didn't do that to you guys.
Me
Yeah.
too. So, I mean, it's good you're thinking about it. I think with Kendra, perhaps it can be repaired at some point. I don't think she's willing to leave you, but I think that she has her own pain too that she's having to sort through. And when you have two people in pain who don't know how to deal with it, it can get messy.
I just don't know how to figure this out. I just feel like there's no right answers. But like I said, it's not my focus right now. Focus on you
Right.
guys.
Well, and all we can do is take one step forward at a time and hold everything loosely. We can't let emotions play into this too much, or else we will make foolish decisions.
That's why I've been stuffing it down in the chest.
Oh, well,
And sometimes it overflows just like earlier, so I apologize.
yes, it's all right. But I'm sure we reminded you, but the three of us did say we would keep you in check. And I think we all mean it. So as long as we all listen to each other, I think we'll be able to figure it out.
I know.
We can all take those steps together as one.
Sure. I trust you guys. I trust you.
That means a lot. She seems
Did
a
I
little
already say
happier.
that?
What?
Have I already said that to you?
Yes, of course you have.
No. Sorry. Alright.
I'll put like my arm around him a little bit and like lead him out of the library.
I'll escort you very, you know.
Wow, so
professionally,
gentlemanly.
you know, gentlemanly.
So we'll come back and come into the room, I'm assuming fine.
Yeah, I mean, you get there after a few hours of searching around, so Euphemia's probably about halfway through her potion or so.
Would we have
Right.
stopped? We probably would have picked up more ingredients on the way back, right?
I was gonna make sure that everyone was in like okay with it first. But probably can go out after.
Also, did you want to send a letter or something, or? Yeah.
Yes, that was also something I wanted to do. Yeah, I just would like come into the inn and just be like, look what we found. And, like she looks very satisfied standing in the doorway.
You found all that?
Very
105.
impressive. She did this big performance and like was asking for tips and
Oh,
did this little like tap dance for people
that's
At the library?
It's unladylike.
outside the library for sure. You don't believe me?
That is
No.
Okay.
So,
We have money
we
now,
have
though.
enough to get another potion if we like.
yeah. I mean,
Um,
more is better, right? If we could get the herbs if you want, and since it's a lot cheaper, and if I have time or at some point along the way, like we said, since we can afford it.
if you don't mind if I could send that letter, that would also be very helpful. I think it would be a little more expensive because it's magically
magic
to
ones are-
locate.
I think you should, if it's within our means to do it. We don't have a later.
That's what I think. All right.
Winnie, did you send your letter? I can't remember.
She
I did, yeah.
Okay.
Did you learn anything that you were looking for?
Nothing, unfortunately.
Necromancy is not a very public topic.
Oh. Yeah, they don't have a lot of stuff on that anywhere, really. That I've seen, at least.
I'd hoped even for some sort of tale of defeat or something, but nothing. So, that is all right. We have other resources to pursue at another time, but
Sure.
But yeah, I think I can write and set up a meeting for Euphemia and Edison tonight if you want.
Yeah, I could
Actually,
just
if
give
it was
you like
tonight.
Yeah, I could just give you like I have X amount more hours to go, so anytime after that. Sort of.
How much are those?
Bitch.
How much would it be to send a letter?
A magical letter is 25.
Regular letter.
Mhm.
Oh, I don't think hardly anything.
I've been
That's what people-
like, if it's just like regular posts, I'm not even counting that against your gold. I'm not gonna worry about it.
Gotcha.
If you had like a mass amount, that I probably would do charge. But if it's just like one letter, I'll just
I'm gonna
negligible
note
costs.
my spell book just in case. No, I'm gonna write a letter too then. All right. You guys okay if I write a letter to? Wait, wrong timeline.
I'm thinking Kendra.
Yeah.
Yes.
yeah.
You could write it though.
Save it for the next. You and I can take our letters together. I didn't get mine out.
It was more to Edison, actually. Not Edison. Wow. I mean,
Igden. Is that what you're
Igden,
thinking?
thank you. And then kind of echoed to Kendra, but
Mhm.
I just want to make sure they don't think I'm fully against them.
Might be good to
Yes,
clear
well,
that up.
write it if you think, and if you think. I don't know. But yeah, I would
Yeah.
help Edison set up a time.
Okay, so it's after your potion's done, so 4 hours from now.
Mhm. Yeah.
Okay, so it's pretty late in the night. So if it's alone, you have to send the others out at night. But yeah, that's what you want to do. We can set that up.
Otherwise, I mean, if he wants to stop here, but
I can look over the potions if you need to go meet someone. Or does she have to
you
be
can
like
just leave
active?
the
in
room
it?
a minute. I can keep an eye on
We
that.
all have to file out.
Right? I don't know.
That's fair.
Otherwise, I don't know.
Like it's evening now too. If you wanted to
Right.
have him come over now while they're out or something, but
Yeah.
options.
Just do that.
You three, get out of
That
here.
would be fine.
Go buy some
Absolutely.
Yeah.
That's fine.
supplies.
Supplies.
Go buy some stuff and come back. That would be perfect.
Yeah, I think Mark, in the setting up of the meeting, I would also, because I'm gonna go out and do this letter, I would also ask Edison if he would be okay with being a contact for Perceiva to reach out to in the future as an option.
You can say sure, yeah.
Okay. Just so I have some points of contact for her, and Heidi's mad at us, so
Yes.
I don't want to do Heidi right now.
Yep. Okay.
Dab just gives Euphemia a funny look and just elbows her. And just walks out.
He just keeps digging. It's so funny.
He's convinced of himself.
Okay. So yeah, you can write that over. He said he'll be over real soon. So you guys even want to wait until he gets there before you guys head out, just to make sure that he gets there. Not leave me alone. That's fine.
It might be smart.
Eleanor, let's see how like up dresses he, like if he dresses up or something.
Oh, dear.
She'd be like,
But she does look too.
He's in his normal work attire that he wears for all the other times you see him.
Is this tie a little straighter?
I think it's a little straighter. Yeah. His hat's on a little straighter too. Little cool side thing.
Okay, he'll stop by, and you guys can head out to the market again. And that's where we'll take a break before we get into that section of the game. So, we'll be back here shortly with the continuation of a discussion between Edison and Euphemia, and whatever happens after that too, who knows, honestly. So, stick around, we'll be back shortly, and see you all soon.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
Hello everybody, we're back and ready to begin our second half of the session here, as 3/4 of the party has gone off back to the market to go retrieve some more supplies, to send some letters, things like that. And Euphemia stayed back in the room where the good old boy Edison showed up, wearing his hat, nice clothing again. Everyone judged his apparel, just how they do things, I guess. And
Euphemia pretended not to hear it.
yep. But yeah, he shows up and just kind of greets you all. Hello. It's you three shuffle off, and he's left alone with Euphemia. So.
She's just getting her potion processed to a point where it can like sit for a few minutes, I think. Just like stops to make a note. And then looks up at him. Thanks for making time to stop by.
What can I do for you?
Are your preparations going all right for traveling?
They're coming together, yes.
She pauses a second. What's his demeanor like? Does he just seem like pretty normal? Pretty chill?
You can roll insight.
Thank you. 16.
Okay. Yeah, he seems like, I mean, potentially he had a long day of work, but it doesn't seem like he's in a bad mood or anything. It just seems like he's pretty calm right now as he's standing with you.
Okay.
You do get the sense that he is like studying kind of what you're doing and like you as a person as well in this moment, but yeah. Just...
Yeah. I figured. I feel like she kind of assumes every time she's she's not making it really a secret that she's like pausing to look at him. It's probably going both ways. She'll kind of look back at her potion a second and then look back at him, and then did you have another dream last night or a nightmare?
I did, yes.
Was it bad?
No worse than others I've had.
Winnie prayed to Dalmanet last night, and it seemed like something interrupted the nightmare I was having.
That is interesting.
Yeah. We also sought some relief at the temple, so it could be also related to that. But I was curious because she mentioned that she prayed for both of us. If it worked for you or not.
I didn't experience anything like that.
Well, something to keep in mind. I don't expect it will get better as we push this more. When we spoke the other night, you didn't mention this was off of watchlight time for you.
It is not my official duty. So would be something I would be doing on my own time, yes. But it does seem like it would help the case.
Why didn't you say that the other night?
Did not seem important to bring up.
Does he seem like he's hiding something?
Can roll another insight. You're watching him and he's watching you too. You can definitely get this like back and forth sense of just judging each other's emotions and stuff. There is like a moment that you sense a bit of discomfort in kind of this conversation, but it's just like a hint.
I just, with what you shared about wanting to use Watchlight to help people in the future and continue to make a difference, I just want to be sure that if you're going to do this on your own time, it feels worth it to you.
This absolutely seems worth it to me.
I would like to make sure that I can do enough to get you back to doing that then with Watchlight.
As I want to help you be free of feeling attacked and targeted like this. To have this looming feeling around you all the time. To not be able to have a moment of true peace.
I really hope that that's what this creates. It's certainly not without risk for everyone.
Yes, I expect many dangers in those mountains.
I haven't traveled with you like I have with the others. But if you are coming with, I take my responsibility to keep everyone on their feet seriously. It would help me a lot to know that if you feel like you're cutting it close at some point, you would say something.
Yes. Oh, there goes Mike. Hi, Mike. I think we all want to keep each other safe. I believe that you, as well as I and the rest of your friends, all want to keep each other safe. I get the sense that there are some among you who would make that sacrifice if it came down to it. Would you not be one of those people?
If I needed to, I would. I don't really want to die, but there's a lot of things I think the others need to wrap up.
I think anybody wants to die. But if it means someone else can live, isn't that one of the best ways that you could die?
I think so. In this especially, if it would end it, then yes. It is something I've thought about a little bit. She kind of like turns back to her potion for a second, fiddling with a few of the bits and bobs there.
There goes Mikey.
There he goes.
I'll just jump up the player.
No. Oh no.
Gonna have to shuffle. Oh man, everything got messed up with your new art, Raichi.
No.
They fixed that too.
It's like the most giant Eleonora in the world.
It is.
That's really scary, honestly.
She's immense.
Yes. Giant Eleanor over here.
Oh my gosh.
Alright, and cameras, get those fixed. Let's see, only Rachel's in the wrong spot, even though Kelly's is kind of weird too. Let me switch that too. Oh, is he back?
Oh, back in time.
Okay, we'll switch it back over. Almost, okay. Still in the weird spots, but. Hey, welcome back. Sorry, what were you saying?
Yeah, she kind of says like, you know, I've thought about if I had to die to end this curse, I probably would. And turns away for a second for sure, like suddenly very busy.
Yes, I don't think anybody would necessarily shy away from that moment if they're called. But ultimately, my goal, as well as I'm sure all of yours, is to have all 5 of us leave that place alive and well.
Thank you. That helps me to know that you think that too.
Of course.
I had one other question. I don't want to take too much of your time. I assumed by your answer about the suspect status of this case that Watchlight doesn't have enough evidence to be satisfactory at this point. Is that what you meant, or is there something else we still need to do?
I would have to convince everyone of what I saw in your mother's mind.
Yeah. I figured that.
There are certainly questions that can be raised. That is the reason why I am still on this case. Is my higher-ups have still permitted me to continue looking into this, even though it does seem like it is a pretty simple solution. In some ways, my career is based on this case's outcome.
Well, I think that is even more reason to make sure we get back to resolve this then. Seems important.
Yes, I think we are all highly motivated in this mission. You watch as his eyes kind of linger on you for a moment there.
Can I insight that?
Sure.
Okay. Or not. That's a 8.
8. Okay. Yeah, he just
Never mind.
kind of staring at you right now.
Yeah. Alright, well, that's fine. Yeah, I think she'll just nod, and if there's something else you think of that would help with Watchlight's situation in that I could. I'm not really a speaker or anything, but if there's something I could say that would help, I don't know. Let me know.
I think us accomplishing this mission is what would speak volumes.
Even if it is not officially on Watchlight time. Or you mean the whole thing?
I don't know if what we do in the mountains will have much effect. Once you're free and continuing on this path, that is what I think will give the most aid. Finally stopping what's truly behind all this. And clearing the names of everyone else involved.
I appreciate that you're not going to stop until you find the end of this.
Victims never are free of the pain. So some answers is the least I can do.
Thank you. I guess that was still have a lot to think about with spells and the like for all of this, and how I'm gonna figure that out for the mines, but that helps.
Seems like you're on a good path with making more potions for your friends.
Oh yeah, I was just glad I had time. She kind of like gestures at it. It's like it's not the best one I've made, but it'll work.
I still have the one you gave me.
Oh, good. Hopefully we don't need it, but likely we will. If there's I don't know how much you've traveled in the field or anything like that, but if there's something you need, just let me know.
Same goes for you.
Thanks.
Just kind of turns, adjusts his hat a little bit as he turns towards the door. Would you like me to wait till your friends get back, or?
I can't imagine they'll be that long. If you want, it's fine.
Sure. Just kind of turns and starts leaning against the wall, kind of inquiring and watching you as you do your potions.
Oh boy. Oh no. Now I have an audience. No, she's a little bit like, I think she kind of turns back like, oh, okay. And then she'll get back to it. I mean, I've got a little ways to go yet, so I think for a minute or two she might like look up at him, like remembering he's there, and then just back in the groove.
All right.
So I have to tell you things because you're not in chat,
Oh,
Ashley.
okay.
So like
Oh boy.
everyone
Oh, no.
in chat is like using the kiss emote. And then at the end of it all, Amara's like doing the kiss thing and Phantom's like, what Amara says, and then Phantom goes, the tension is there, somebody dip somebody.
She
Oh,
trips
man.
on the way back to the desk to keep working.
Oh man.
No. Does he seem interested in what I'm doing? I think that would be the only thing she'd care about in that moment.
You get a sense that he's interested in this process.
He's lingering on your process. I mean,
I know.
it's
I
clear
know,
as day.
I know. I feel like she would be a little blushy, to be honest. That's to have like an audience is yeah. So
I was trying to create a sign in so I could talk and chat that said fly on the wall, and it just my computer crashed halfway through, and I'm like, all right, I guess it wasn't meant to
I
be.
guess not. I guess it wasn't meant to be.
Got to Gmail and they're like, now you need a text message. I'm like, dang it.
All right. So, while he's watching you make a potion, the other three run off to the market again, try to get there before everything closes. You are able to find the shop with the health potion supplies there, so you can buy what you feel like would be needed.
Hey guys, just I don't know. Is it just me? Do you feel like there's like some underlying chemistry between those two?
Oh dear, it's nothing we need to comment on for them, I don't think.
No, is that not what friends do? I mean,
Not as
hot tea?
publicly as you have been doing it to her. So I've been seeing those little
Wait, what's
glances,
going
it's
on?
very obvious.
I rolled horribly on all my insight rolls. If you remember, I did not ever roll well enough to know what's going on. So I.
see, it's
Wait, what's
not that
happening?
noticeable.
Well,
Well, I know you were acting weird, but what's?
Oh, okay.
That's not that abnormal either. But what's going on?
Davril seems to be of the persuasion that Euphemia and Edison have a bit of a connection.
Of chemistry.
Chemistry.
Like the potions they're making?
Oh, you're adorable.
No, more romantic, on the romantic side.
Oh.
But We don't need to say anything
I haven't
to them
got that at
about
all,
it.
but-
Oh, well, there's definitely some lingering glances there, just back and forth. But
Oh.
we don't need to comment on it to them.
He's spending
I
his
don't-
personal time. We got kicked out of the room. I mean,
Hmm.
I'm still questioning where that money came from, but you know, that one could be that one was hard to read. So
I guess that makes sense. I mean,
So-
she's great, so I don't know why you wouldn't like her, but I'll have to pay attention, see if I notice anything. I'll let you guys know.
okay.
Yes. We don't need to
I'm
say
just
anything
making it
to
up.
either of them, though. They can just figure it
Sure.
out on their own.
It's fun to watch it happen. It's
Sure.
like a flower, you know, there's budding romance in spring in the air. I'm a hopeless romantic. Come on.
Yes, you are a romantic, yes.
Yeah,
I
very
mean,
much. Yes.
yes.
Fun to watch.
Well,
I won't say anything.
good. Yes, just don't embarrass them. I'm sure they'll get along just fine.
Oh, that's the best part. Okay.
Not for them.
Well, it's never fun to be embarrassed, but
I think extra for them. I think it's extra
Yeah.
mortifying.
it's a good
If you,
point.
yes. Any attention Euphemia gets, she hides.
And that's why it's fun to give like little glances, because it's like to her it's like a spotlight, you know.
Shall we buy this potion?
Oh yeah, sure.
Let's go buy the
We're like all doing
ingredient.
gossip right at the counter.
Like, look, we're like in the corner of an herb section. Like, okay, so 25 it
It's
is.
25 to have the ingredients to make one. So if you want to buy any more, you
Sure.
can, but 25 is for one.
Okay. And then I would try and make it to the post office too. I probably spent some time writing the letter while we were waiting for that meetup to happen.
Okay. Yeah, and the cost, is 25 gold for the bird to send the letter.
Okay.
That would have
so-
as well. So I'll drop it in the mail. I'll send you the
Oh.
letter after the game.
So your letter
Oh, yours.
is just regular post you're sending?
Regular
Yeah.
mail.
Okay.
He's gonna send one here and the other one.
Oh, okay, gotcha. I can tell you, or I can send you also the letter, but I'll just say, like, for audience sake, essentially the bullet points of the letter are like her being like, I know this is probably really like out of left field, but like, I am here. I'm concerned with what's going on too. I heard that you were at, like kind of quoting what Zydron told her. And she'll basically say like, if I would want to talk to you because Julian's in trouble. And she would say that depending on where she's at, she could either send a letter or go to Edison. Just be careful, and I tell her to avoid, Scott.
Okay.
Or I would say you could see if you could find Zydron, because I can trust Zydron as well. And so that would kind of be my, like, somehow get in contact with me. These are the ways to do it, sort of thing.
Okay. Sounds good. So take care of your
So,
business. Anything
Yes,
else
send
at
it
the
off.
market?
No, I think that's it for now.
Going back to the inn?
Yeah.
Sounds good. So you arrive back. Edison's there, kind of just watching Euphemia do her potion. And says, all right. Well, good evening to you all. Let me know when you're ready to go. You're feeling better, Eleonora.
Oh, thank you very much, Edison. Feeling better every day.
It's like the fourth time I got picked for the blessing, too. All of them are going to the mishap level, y'all. All of them.
Woo!
So blessed.
Except for the first
This
one. First
mishap
one counted
level.
for me. All right. You guys feel extreme levels of mishap energy around you.
Oof.
Perfect.
Okay.
Yeah, he'll say goodbye and head out.
Oh, cool. So did you guys have a good conversation?
Yeah, I just wanted to go over a few things before we head out. So it's fine.
Do we know when we're headed out, by the way? Tomorrow or the next day?
Yeah, what are we? It's tomorrow's. I guess he could leave by tomorrow.
Tomorrow is the 4th.
Oh, he said was
Probably
the
gonna-
earliest.
Probably going to be some time going through Edgeworth figuring out a route anyway, so might as well use that time instead of here to rest up Eleanor, right? Get
Potentially.
blueprints, scout out some places. I'm just saying if we have nothing else.
You'd only just out of you as a player, you'd only be at -1 by tomorrow,
Yeah.
right? That's not
Mhm.
terrible. Okay.
This might be
Yeah.
okay. Let's see how we feel tomorrow then, and what Edison is thinking. We might be able to head out tomorrow if. Well, we also could do another day of potion making if you want to spend a day.
Which I can do here or somewhere
Yes.
in Edgeport.
I don't know, so-
Which I don't know how much you want to linger in Edgeford.
We should have. We need to have
I
a
said it
buzzer
again!
every time we say linger. We need to have like a or something, or linger by the
Phantom
cranberries.
literally
We just start
said-
playing over and over.
Yeah. Phantom said today's episode of Mishaps had been brought to you by the word linger, and
Yep.
so I read it again, and then it got stuck in my head even more.
So
Yeah,
true.
now it's in there.
When you said it, I thought you meant
That's
to, and then
funny.
the way you didn't react at all, it's like, oh, she didn't know she said it.
That's great.
It's one of those things you start saying it as a joke, and then it just assimilates in your mind, and now it's just part of my
It's joining our
vocabulary. now.
vocabulary for sure.
Every fake thing I've ever said, like, oh, that's a dumb phrase, it always just becomes real at some point because you can't stop it.
Dopers, linger.
Yeah.
That's the
Linger.
word of the campaign.
Yes, it's a lingering. Yes.
Yes, there you go. I mean, we could set up some sort of camp outside of Edgefort if there's people other than me that are better to go around and get information, but I don't know that it makes
I'm not even sure how the town will receive you, or
I'm
us.
wondering. Yeah.
So maybe staying is better if you want to do a potion here. But that's just my instinct. If you think that we should go earlier, then fine. It's alright.
What's the worst
think-
case they're gonna do? I mean, chase us out of town, ask us to leave.
Yes,
It's not the worst.
that.
But if she's trying to set up to do a potion, she
Well, I
needs
mean, we're already talking
uninterrupted
about
time.
camping on the outside, though, is what I'm saying.
Well, I mean, we could see. I guess we could see. Edison didn't really indicate either day would be better at this point, but we could see if he has an opinion on it, or we could just stay here for one more day.
Round away the risks versus, reward. Sounds like there's not that high of a risk of going.
There's
Yeah, Nancy.
there's a part of me that if we need to stick around for a day anyway, I'd rather stay here because
Oh,
of
well, yeah. We just I'm just saying we don't
supplies,
have anything to
better
do. that's all.
rest, potentially.
I
But
think that would probably be wise then. In this case, is there anything supply-wise that we still think we might need now that we have a little bit more?
do we need
That would be my other-
climbing gear or anything? I don't know how much that is, but if we're going above the mountains, if we can't
I
go
just
through
have robes,
mines.
but
Those are called pythons. Something I researched up north.
Oh, very nice. So,
yeah, how much
any,
should climbing gear be?
I mean, we can look
Agree.
tomorrow,
Yeah.
or we can know instinctively.
No, you can look
Just
tomorrow.
off our brains.
You can look
And
tomorrow.
just- all right. So let's decide tomorrow. Let's see how the night goes, because I think that also will
Yeah.
dictate what happens. So,
Yeah.
all right.
Yeah, good, sorry, good.
Oh, Winnie, I did ask Edison. He still had a nightmare last night. So I'm not sure if it was specifically your prayer or your prayer maybe combined with the blessing we got at the temple, maybe?
I guess we'll find out
Even?
tonight, potentially,
so many
because we didn't get a
things.
blessing today.
I just thought it
So.
would be good to know since you're toying with dials a bit.
Yeah, I can, I guess, again, I don't know if it'll work really, but I can try praying over you, I guess, before you go to bed if you want. We'll see if it works.
If you want to try it, I would be grateful for any help.
It's nighttime now, right, Mark? Or is it?
Yeah, it's getting closer to
Okay.
evening time for sure.
Okay, I'll do it before bed then. I guess I'll wait till we gotta go to sleep.
That's good.
Okay.
I would probably pull out my book to do a message
Okay.
to Zydron
All right.
before I go to bed. So just let me know when you're ready.
Go for it.
Okay. Yeah, so it's quieter. It's probably, she waits a little later because he's usually awake at night. And she'll say or write, Zydron, I know it's been a little bit. Are you well? Any updates?
See ya. I'm doing fine.
Period.
Period.
He doesn't linger.
He does not linger. I'll write, I was researching a few things here in Heaven's Reach that I thought might be useful to you. About what's going on with the grave robbers, potentially.
See what written on the paper.
Hold on, let me look at my notes really fast. I just want to make sure I have all of them.
Just imagine him rolling his eyes. Like,
Right.
what? Just say it.
So, I'm not sure what is going on with Vubaris specifically, but when it comes to what they might be doing in Shadow Rock, a lot of the things that I noticed there seem to be similar, at least, to demonic abilities, like actual possession, charming, using some sort of charm, or even dominating another person for spells and abilities. Like Perceiver, I think something like that might have happened to her, the woman that visited you. There's also records of demons and other sorts of creatures coercing a person into selling their soul so that they're under complete control, which I wonder might have happened with my brother, according to some things I witnessed.
You'll just see written back. All this sounds like it is quite dangerous.
It seems like it's all, at least through Shadow Rock, maybe even some in Heaven's Reach here. I'm not sure how widespread it is throughout the rest of the desert, but it It seems like there is a hold on many people. Demonic or otherwise, I don't know which one.
See written back, evil always seems to find a way.
That is very true. I will confess a part of me talking to you tonight is also hoping to hear some advice if you have it, as it seems that you have dealt with the grave robbers more than I have, or even knew that they were a threat in the first place. I told you that they raised my body, and something must be inhabiting it. But she is constantly with my son. I have a way to contact him, but he does not believe it is me, as his mother is standing right before his eyes. He must be in danger, and I don't know what that means or why she's with him so much. I'm at a bit of a loss as if I should keep trying to initiate contact or if it's only going to endanger him more.
At this point, you're a voice in a head. If it becomes more real, it might have a bigger impact. And Kelly, you got a bless.
So, I gotta adjust. When you rolled and then you said a voice in a head, I thought you said you have a voice in your head, and I was like, who's talking
That's
to me?
what I
And I
thought
almost
too.
flipped out. Yeah.
Nope.
Okay.
What just happened?
Yeah. Okay. I do worry I was only serving to scare him more than anything. And perhaps ignorance is protecting him more, but the thought of doing nothing, and perhaps later he pays for it.
It is quite possible the more you try and contact him, the further divide will be created and a bigger target for you as well.
There's wisdom in that. I appreciate the insight. I am sure you know you don't want to leave your children in a precarious situation ever, but sometimes it is necessary for their safety, so I appreciate it.
No response.
And then she'll just say one more thing. She'll say, I attempted to make contact with the woman you spoke to, Perceiva. If she ever seeks you out, I will check in and ask.
See, you've written back. I'll be watchful for her.
Thank you very much. And that's it.
All right. Anything else y'all want to do this evening before y'all go to bed?
I would just go like over to Euphemia and ask, oh, kitty face, and ask, basically be like, is now a good time? And then like, basically just like awkwardly put a hand like on her head and like pray over her, I guess.
Okay.
And see her like.
I'm gonna let you do whatever your process is, and I won't. Yeah.
She's kind of just copying what she saw them do, but she kind of just like like don't know where to put it. There.
She'll
And
just
then
sit
gets on her
quietly
hand.
and not interrupt you whatsoever.
Okay.
She will accommodate whatever Winnie wants to do.
That's very nice, thank you.
I take my 5-foot coin and just take a picture of this moment.
Baby's
That's awkward
first
as possible.
baby's first blessing prayer.
Yeah, it's so cute.
All right. Again, Ashley, how's the lows?
Let's go lows this time.
All right. Okay.
Nice, what's complete. I'll be like, well, I think that's all I can do. Obviously, we don't know if it's gonna work or anything until we try, but I hope it does. And if you need anything, I guess, like, except if you have, like, something scary happen in your dream.
Thank you, Winnie. I think that was really nice.
Okay, I hope it works, but you're welcome.
Yeah, I'll let you know if anything happens. All right.
Okay. guess
I
all need
I will give my finished potion to Eleonora first.
All right.
Thank you, dear.
Put that on your character sheet.
Sounds good.
Anything else?
Oh, Davril, would you like to do the alarm?
And I will do my thingy.
Pack up my little project I was working
Whoa.
on. Do the alarm. Ritually.
All right. Go to cast alarm.
Beautiful.
He's the star. Look at him.
So-
He's
His
he's
stripies
helping.
are so beautiful.
I feel like he can hear you, and he's just here to stay in the spotlight.
That's what Taffy, I was like,
For
you
sure.
can feel the attention. She's like,
Yeah.
my eyes are on me.
100%. 100%.
You get a mishap, Dav.
Yeah, we were extreme and high, so I figured relieve some mishap pimple pressure.
Your constitution goes up for like a minute there. You feel a little bolstered,
Hey!
but
Yeah.
it will go away pretty quickly.
Oh. Nice while it lasted. Hey,
It didn't linger at all.
That was not a lingering mishap.
No.
Stealing my dice.
We need to. Do you do like prayers over just like everything now? Like, can I just be like, hey, I got an upset stomach today. Can you like pray for me?
I don't want to like bother her too much. I'm kind of trying to be like selective about,
Mm.
you know. Do you know what I mean?
Hey, can you pray that we find some more gold? Things like that.
Well,
I
if
hit
we
you up all
found
the
more,
time.
we
I'm just like,
probably deserve to have just found. We found more gold than I think anyone should find ever. So I think we can keep going. It's, we seem to be blessed already.
I'm gonna pray off your coattails.
Okay, I can't stop you from doing that. So I guess I hope she doesn't get mad at me for that.
All
Can you like become a new follower, immediately become annoying? Excuse
Yep.
me. Hey, can you help?
Hi.
Excuse
I
me.
want more help.
Hi. Hi, can I have more help, please? They're like, okay.
I mean,
Hi. Hi.
honestly, you.
She's like, oh my god, I
it
regret.
works.
She's like, I regret this so much. Like, I should not have had this.
Can I
kid.
take
Yeah,
back that? I'm
You
gonna
got
take
this
it back.
rash that like showed up on my back. Can you take a look at it real quick this morning?
Oh my gosh.
Oh my
Like a new screening service you have to go through now
Oh.
to be a cleric.
Welcome, Records of the Realms. Thank you for the
Two
raid.
raids
See,
in a row
Hello.
from
Welcome
you guys.
in.
That's so
Welcome
nice.
in.
that's
It
what I'm
was
saying. You gotta
down
pray
today.
for it.
We
Yeah.
talked
No, I
about
didn't.
Dalmaday and then another raid.
No, I
came
literally,
up.
I was saying I didn't pray for it. We just keep
Oh,
so
okay,
seed, and you need to
okay.
pray for it.
That's true.
That's
That's
fair.
true.
Welcome in.
You're
Thank you
so
so much for the raid.
Welcome, Raiders.
As you guys are kind of sitting around, you end up going through the pouch of that sack of 105 you got earlier, and there's another side pocket that had
Tiny
14 gold on it as well
Eleanor, come on.
We're
There's
just
more in
rolling
here.
in cash.
that you missed.
Perfect.
You have so
Very
much
nice.
gold. You
Great.
don't even like you miss gold. That's crazy.
All right.
I'll take
Dav's
walking.
gonna be working on his little projects, just like during their downtime. Focusing on Eleanor's first.
Oh yeah, were you also working on the thing for death?
That's why I just said
Two.
yours first. Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know if you meant mine or if you had some project.
Oh, no,
for
I meant like
everybody
the
that...
death year.
Oh,
project for
perfect.
death
Yeah, we
first.
handed you like a sketch and like Winnie and I worked on like this really cool like design.
Yeah, this
and
would have
we gave
been
it to
every
you.
time, at any point that we came back after the one-on-one conversation, he was probably working on that the rest of the night.
Perfect.
Okay. So this would be a tinkering tools check.
Oh, not expecting a roll. Tinkering tools. Was that dex based or intelligence based?
What exactly are you trying to do?
We're taking their design for a wax seal, right?
Yeah.
And just kind of starting to carve the metal into it and use the materials to make like the thing more ornate.
Yeah, I'd say
So they
this
already
would be
designed it.
this would be the wax seal. Yeah. Okay. This would be intelligence. I'll let you do.
My gem check. Tools. Well, that's fun. I'm gonna use the D4
All right.
because we're not gonna embarrass death. And we're Eleanor on this one. It's awesome.
Did you use your reroll?
I already
He
did.
did use his reroll too.
Oh, okay, sorry.
Yeah.
And that's a good old 11.
11. Okay.
Oh.
I could do better. I could do better. I could do better. This is awful.
So
This is
You're-
trash.
you're putting it together.
Just stay straight.
It is, yeah, a little frustrating. Like it's a ring. It's not impressive, or like it's a little insignia thing, but it's not impressive.
We're not done yet. Don't
It
look
could
at
be
this.
functional.
Third grader did it.
Look,
Look
just
what I
look
made
away.
for you.
Like the handprint is like this, like there's like not all the fingers like together because like that was the design she was thinking of, like a handprint.
Oh,
thing.
Look away. Just look away. I'm not done yet.
Oh, all right.
So that'll take you a little while to get that far, but it's just frustrating the whole way through.
Yeah, we'll reset this one.
Oh, sorry. I had something I thought of, so I don't know if you're done, Dev, or if we're. I'm sorry. I guess I would also, before we go to bed, or maybe on my watch or whatever, I would just kind of like, I guess, meditate, if that's the other thing, on like, if like at Dev's request, if Akrel is bad or good, or like how I feel about it, and like just kind of see if I get any sort of sense with my new alignment with like a god. So
Your new best friend.
my new best friend. Yeah.
Super powerful best friend.
Yeah.
All right. Anything else from y'all?
Aside from keeping watch, I think I would be doing some sketches of things I will talk about later.
Okay. That's good.
Zidon in his underwear.
Whoa.
He was like,
That is-
How inappropriate.
What are we
I would
doing
never.
tonight, y'all? Edison's are
We didn't get a
These
kiss, everyone's
are
going crazy.
I know.
people who
Yes,
deserve
yes,
to be
yes.
respected.
They're not
we want
objects.
romance.
Eleanor, where's his shirt? Why is he not wearing a jacket?
Oh my god, she would never.
Awful.
no.
She would never. Oh my gosh, she would be caught
No.
dead.
That would be that would be
The
so many
indecency.
levels. Yeah.
She writes fanfic in her spare time of like her.
That was just mage handing
It's
out of her
more
hands, like, oh my.
She says she's a romantic, but like she just reads that she like writes like just ridiculous fanfic to help her.
Oh
All right.
no.
Anything you guys want to do else on your watches or anything like that?
Yeah, I'm gonna sort and like catalog and organize all the other plants that I picked up today.
Sure.
I'll make a couple more notes. I think I'm updating like my little like case notes section of my notebook with like what Edison mentioned about Watchlight needing more proof, etc. That sort of thing. And I think she's also spending a fair amount of time almost like visualizing, going through the minds and what she imagines that might look like and spells she might need or use, that sort of thing. She's kind of just playing it over and over and over in her head because she's getting a little more antsy as we get closer. So I think she's trying to stay really focused and not let herself get too distracted by this stuff. So
That's good. Anything else from anybody on your watches or before bed?
Unless I can try again. No, he's just gonna prep it for a reset. To
Yeah.
Try again.
This was your attempt today, unfortunately, but
I
yeah.
figured. He's just scrapping it and read. Alright, let's just start again tomorrow.
This would be another like 8-hour-ish project, so that is your process into the evening. Again, it is complete. It is a successful completion. It's just maybe not to
No,
your
it's
standard
not.
of.
No.
Okay.
It's just not very good.
He's remelting it. It's going back in the. It's
Okay.
going back in the thing.
Sounds good. All right. Anything else from anybody?
I don't think so, unless you're forgetting something. That's why you keep asking anything else.
No,
but I,
I
don't think
just-
that-
I'm gonna just jump to the next morning if you guys don't have anything else.
Oh, that's fine. Yeah.
Okay.
sweet.
So you guys go through your rest. Winnie, you don't feel any sort of direction, answer on anything. It's just a normal evening for you. Euphemia, there is a point you have a dream. It is a semi-pleasant dream. It's just kind of like a walk through the woods. You're noticing like various plants. You're seeing a lot of plants too that you picked earlier today. Kind of there, like all the ones you were cataloging. They're all kind of like in your dream present. But you hear this kind of like rumbling thunder off in the distance in your dream. But it seems like it is
All right.
semi away from you
Okay.
at this point.
Okay. Cool.
Hmm.
Okay.
It's just
Nice.
that presence like doesn't leave you. That lingering presence doesn't leave you of that storm there through the dream. But it doesn't turn into a nightmare truly. But the anxiety doesn't leave.
Yeah. Yeah.
You guys are already used to lingering already. Crazy.
I know. I'm dropping it all the time.
Yep. But that
Cool.
would be your dream. And you guys could wake up on the 4th. -1 for you, Eleanor.
Hey!
Yeah.
Getting better. When you're all up and like kind of more awake, she like has like a little thing of paper and she is like a little something for each of you. I hope you enjoy it. And I give Winnie it's like a sketch. She does like really like detailed, meticulous like charcoal sketches, like and it's of her like praying surrounded by like garden flowers like in the Dalmine temple. And then she like hands a picture to Euphemia and it's of her being a cat in the garden in the Dalmine temple. So like she's like peeking out like and she looks like she's having fun. And then Dav is when it's like a picture of him practicing like his brother's style from just like everyone in the temple. Like she looked like she was remembering kind of that like peaceful moment and she drew a picture of each of those.
Winnie will give her a hug.
Enjoy them. Oh,
Thank you.
thank you.
We start a group hug.
Oh
And
dear.
I pull
All right.
Euphemia into it. I pull Euphemia into it.
Oh no.
You guys are amazing.
Oh. I just wanted to show a little token of my appreciation. I'm glad you like it. And I'm like hugging you back, but group hugs are kind of weird for her, I think. She's sort of like, oh.
Yeah, we've never done this before, so yeah.
We've never done this before.
We should make a handshake or something.
That'd be amazing. Yeah. I'll go get
I mean,
coffee.
if
We'll
you
work on
like.
those handshakes before we get out.
Thank you, Eleanor. This is lovely.
Of course.
It's really special.
After
you
the group
enjoy
hug
it.
is over, I will ask Euphemia though, like, did you have a nightmare last night or no?
I didn't have a nightmare. It was more of a normal dream. But
That's good, right?
It is good. It's always there, though, I think.
Okay.
know.
So it's like they're still
it's
around,
always
even if we
there.
can keep them at bay, they're going to be just lingering.
Until we
There
break.
we go.
Yeah.
This
lingers.
episode has to be called Linger.
I feel like it has to
it
now,
has
yeah.
to.
It has to. It's a meme now.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I mean, I'm sorry that still. Hopefully, you're able
It's
to get
not-
a good night's sleep, regardless of that anxiety and stuff.
It's alright, Winnie. I think it was good.
Okay.
Thank you.
Well, at least we can try, even if it's not like necessarily doing anything bad. We can at least try it every night just to make sure nothing really
If it
horrible happens in
doesn't-
your sleep.
Bread to all of you. Will take whatever
Yeah.
I can get.
Yes.
Which doesn't negatively affect you when it doesn't bounce. That's
True,
what I was
yeah.
worried about.
Well, it's also been a long time for me, so maybe I'm a little more used to it at this point.
What are you guys'
That's kinda
plans
good.
for the day?
Spent a good 20-30 minutes coming up with a Parent Trap level handshake with Winnie.
Oh, there
I
you
was
go.
doing the parent trap, exactly. I did the.
Oh man.
Wait, how well do we do at it? Do we do well, or is it like really bad?
Performance check.
Performance!
Yeah,
I feel
there it
I
is.
feel like Winnie
I-
and Dab are the ones that
I
come up with this.
blazing into this.
Yeah.
You're
I got a
blitzing
3.
into this?
Blazing.
Okay.
Winnie
to
will
get
not be able
advantage
to
of
learn
this.
this very well. Maybe Dab will do really well.
I'm so betrayed by my dice right now.
Oh no.
I got my total is a 3. So what did you get? We didn't do very well, I don't think.
I will post it.
Oh no.
Is it a
He's
nat
just gonna
1?
fall
Is
on
it
his
a
face.
mic roll?
That is
Yeah, it's a bit-
crazy.
His advantage.
Well,
Yeah.
double that once. Okay. that
Oh
hurts.
no.
So
Okay, yeah, that's so we do really bad.
it's just you are not on the same level of like groove. Like
Right. And it's my foot.
Winnie
Oh,
is
my bad.
100% doing like the Tina when she's trying to learn the handshake and Bob's Burgers thing, where it's just like does not get it. And Dab is like blurring too much of this motions from Blade singing in there, where he almost like hits you a couple times by mistake.
Swing over the head. Yeah.
Why are you
Sorry.
looking
I'm so sorry.
I feel like I'm looking over you guys at Eleonora, like as with big sister face on, trying not to react.
Yeah, their faces are like very straight because they're being so sincere, but like,
Yeah.
oh,
Come
it's
on,
wrong.
I'm so sorry. I think
There's-
it's right my wrist.
You like do like a spin and like run into each other and just like bounce
Oh.
back. It's just like super bad coordination together with this.
I
Okay,
think
we
we'll
can try
work on
again
that one.
tomorrow.
Yeah,
Why
tomorrow.
don't you take a break and
You have time today. Maybe you could practice it a little bit or something. But maybe don't wear yourself out before we set off.
We shouldn't do it in front of Addison either. I think once we join him, that's
So
not do it in front
cool.
of him.
So not cool. And yeah, we have
I think he'll think
we-
we're really lame.
only when we perfect it.
Then we can teach it to him, and we can all.
I can't believe I rolled that.
That's so funny.
So
It's a
good.
perfect thing to roll that on, to be honest.
So
It
sad.
really
Yeah.
is. It really
Oh
is.
my gosh.
Anything else you guys
know
are
what?
doing today?
I might see if someone wants to visit a few shops with me, and I may ask if we could buy and I want to put it delicately because like I don't want to make it seem like Davril shouldn't won't use his present, because that's not what she means, because before he rolled I would have done this anyway, but like buy some sort of like 3 gold, like because we felt bad even spending silver. I just wanted to see if I could find a pen or something.
Yeah.
Or something that's
I'm
not a
with you.
seal, because like I think her one worry with doing a seal would be like I don't even, like he might use magic, he might not even use it, so like just something he can use, so then we can give him a couple things.
So
A stationary set, if you will.
Yes, he's a mystery. I feel like I gotta scattershot it a little bit to get him something he might
That's
want.
fine, Eleanor. You can buy him a gift when we're making him one. That's fine. Yep. That's totally fine.
It's
Just I'm joking.
We should also maybe make a list of some equipment if we think we need something. If you're going out, I will stay here and work on this. But
Perfect.
I'll stay here with Euphemia then.
All right.
Another
So we'll just go out, me and
potion.
Winnie.
You guys
Shopping
gonna pick up
montage for us.
like climb gear?
Yeah.
we did read
it's-
about
I-
climbing gear. Yeah.
Wait, Mark, how much
If
was
we-
it? Did we ever find out or no?
So
Yes.
when you guys go, like if you guys are going to the market, you find
Yeah.
climbing gear. It's 25 gold per climbing gear. What it includes is these special pythons, so you can like latch them into the rock. It has boot tips that you can have to help you like grip in a little better too with your feet. Some gloves and a harness as well. And it would prevent you from falling more than 25 feet at a time if you are connected properly.
Mm.
So if you end up falling off the mountain, you only fall 25 feet. So max 25 feet if you connected it properly. So it would likely, you'd probably want one for everybody if you wanted to have everybody be safe, because it's just one harness. It doesn't include 4 or 5 harnesses, but
Yeah.
You don't need
expensive.
one for, like, I would probably tell her this, like, you don't need one for me because I think I can climb okay and I think I can fall. I have a special way of falling that I won't get hurt. So, well, but to an
I
extent,
can
obviously.
also-
you're not,
like,
you're not invulnerable. But
I'm not
Yeah.
invulnerable, certainly.
Actually, that is a good point. I mean, I'll be able to have that as well, spell wise.
could have the spell.
I
Still,
So-
I mean, it's
Could
good to
mean
have.
restarting too if you fall a
Yeah,
long ways.
yeah.
So
Oh,
That would-
are we out? Are
Oh, I
we-
thought we were out.
No,
Okay.
Sorry.
you two are together. Just
Oh, we're
table
playing,
talk for all this stuff. You would know
Oh, sure,
Featherfall
sure, sure.
exists.
Just want to make sure.
Right.
Yeah.
I
okay.
also have 6 hours a day that I can either climb pretty well or be
Oh, a big spider.
very lightweight to
Mm.
carry. So
It's true.
there's that
Mhm.
as well.
Just trying to reduce spending everything.
Yes. Yes. I would I actually might write Edison kind of in a quieter corner because again I have a cover on my book, so I don't feel too nervous about whipping out a book.
Sure.
And I will write, are you bringing any sort of climbing gear or things in preparation for this? We're trying to figure out what we need for this.
And you'll see written back, yes, I purchased climber's gear for this.
All right.
How much
Thank
gold do we have
you.
right now?
We have
We'll be spending everything.
96.
Because we could, because I have like decent strength and acrobatics and stuff, so like I could potentially just like do my best to, like, hold on. You definitely need one, and I feel like if you can change, we could always just get 2 and like trade off and see who.
That's what
I
was
don't know.
thinking, yeah.
We could,
The other thing is
yeah.
we could get
Close
2
down, but-
now. We may not
No.
start by climbing a mountain. We may start in the mine.
Yeah, true.
And then we
That's
might
true.
have more money or decide if we actually need more by that point. Like, so.
Yeah, can we order
Yeah.
from like Temu Rise or something and just get like the cheaper
Amazon.
version? It's a great comment.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I say let's do 2 just to like spend 50 gold. We're not spending everything we have, but we at least have 2. Because like
Sure.
I think, because like also dab off table, like you have decent strength, right? Like decent, or no? Oh no, you don't have any. Okay, so I guess it'd be probably you 2, and then Euphemia could be something portable or something like climb, and then
I'm wondering too if it might be one of those things where if we had different points we could switch off for people.
yeah.
If that's
Depends on how
possible,
far
Mark,
we're
unless you're
climbing.
sitting there going, no, statistically we can't do that.
So, I mean, you could switch. It just would mean somebody doesn't have it as you're climbing. So that's the only thing
I'd
to
say
keep in mind.
pretty safe. Like I said, if Euphemia can be either portable or something good at like an animal that's good at climbing, I'd feel pretty safe doing it by myself with you 2 having, since you guys don't have really any strength or like
Yeah.
See, I
Be
can
like
catch
the
myself if I
safeguards.
fall, or again, it's like cushion my fall if I do fall. Again, not by
Mhm.
if we're talking like hundreds of feet, then no, but
Yeah.
at least.
Might
At
depend
least
on where
something,
we're
yeah.
climbing too and stuff.
Or even if you guys had climbing gear, you could climb ahead of me, and I could just climb up like a rope that's like below or something to like make it a little bit easier.
Yeah, if we purchased like some extra rope to maybe
I
like.
actually have rope in my pack, I think. But
Oh, okay.
Again, it is specifically intended for climbing things that are like mountains you're climbing. So you could just throw a rope down, and bad things could happen potentially if things are not done right. Chaos happens, ropes get cut, things like that. Not a good situation.
That's true.
So just gonna throw it
Yeah.
there. If you want to be safe, buy a climber's kit. If you feel like you have other workarounds or are okay with feather falling down to the bottom or whatever, you can do that too. It's your choice. I'm just throwing it out the 25 per.
Oh well, Crouch Couch just.
There you go. Welcome in, Crouch Couch.
Never mind.
Chat long enough about
Throw
it.
another one on there. That's
There's
perfect.
another pocket again that you just could not see in the shadows with 18 more gold.
Lenora,
in
oh
the-
my goodness.
Gosh.
Oh my
You're
god.
Hi,
going
Crouch
through
Couch.
counting. You're like, there's another pocket. Oh, and there's like a little like patch on there that looks like a couch. It's a nice little couch patch. You're not really sure where it comes from, but yeah.
Interesting.
Welcome in,
How
Crouch
was your
Couch.
stream? It's great to see you guys. It's been a while. Welcome. Nice to see you out and about. Oh my gosh. Okay, so 18 more gold. You
18
guys just
more.
gave us 18 gold. Thank you so much.
We should buy 3 then, just to be safe, and then that way
Three.
just buy 3.
Yeah. If Euphemia
We'll have-
can shift, then.
Yeah,
We'll have 6 hours a day of climbing
pretty good.
Yeah.
safely.
Mm-hmm.
So
Otherwise, we can buy one later if we get more. So
Mm-hmm.
Buying
Okay.
3.
You're buying 3. So that's 75 gold
Yes.
or 70.
75.
oof.
But hey, we wouldn't be able to afford any of it. We'd be
Yeah.
SOL if we were out there without any of this money. So I'm very thankful.
we almost had to leave without it. So
Yeah, and then we'd look like a fool in front of Edison.
I
Yes,
We
know.
sir.
would try and climb and just immediately fall. So
You guys are big
embarrassing,
spenders this session. This is probably the most money you guys have ever
I know,
I
I
mean,
was
spent.
we
just
have
thinking
not
that.
bought this much since we got that 500 gold with
True, yeah.
that reward the first time we switched timelines. That was the last time we've ever spent this much.
That's crazy. All right, so you can buy your 3 kits. Anything else you would like to do? You're doing a potion back in the room, so why don't you give me another roll for a potion?
That's not good. It's a 9.
You have a reroll still.
You have a blast or anything?
I do? I thought I used my reroll.
Did
I used
you?
my reroll earlier.
Oh, did I not mark it
Yeah.
off? Okay.
Yeah.
So this one's a
I totally
9.
did.
Okay.
Do you have
So
a blast or anything?
I
Oh.
don't think I have a blast.
just not. So you start going on this potion, and it just starts like overboiling a little bit, and you just are not able to salvage this potion, unfortunately.
I was
Like
practicing
swearing,
with Micum, and I like
bubbling
accidentally
over.
hit your thing, and it like overboiled it. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. My bad.
It's not. No, it's fine. Oh,
No, I've been really bad
Jesus.
this morning.
It's fine. Well, it's not fine, but yeah. Looks frustrated.
So
Right there.
unfortunately,
Throws her book
this is a
down.
failed creation.
While she's doing that, I'll work on the wax seal again.
Okay, you can give me another tinkering check. You have to pull a few more pieces out for this because you kind of wrecked a
Yeah.
few of them, but
Finally, much better. 6, right? 19.
yeah, much better this time. It's coming along. It's looking way better in the daylight too. Probably helps you with, I mean, the dark vision at night. Probably you're not seeing as well. So daytime, the sun's shining, way better.
I think
Perfect.
I would. Once I know my potion is botched, I'm just gonna pace around the room a little bit.
There you go.
Definitely a little preoccupied, and then I'll look over if you're tinkering and be like, well, at least yours is working.
The chat
No,
is
God!
so cruel. It literally just came in, and Ashley, you got a blast from it.
Preemptive!
Of
Preemptive!
course.
That is so
course.
unfortunate.
It's so funny.
It's fine. Narratively, this makes sense. It's fine. It's fine. She's
Things
preoccupied
happen,
today.
you know.
I was like, when I rolled that
She's
or I
nervous.
did the command, I was like, it's gonna go to Ashley. I just know it's
Yeah.
gonna go to Ashley.
That's how it works, isn't it? Oh man.
Nope.
Oh well. No.
Dav also looks like
Dude.
he's like about to ask something or say something, and then he just hears Eleanor's voice in the back of his mind. And he just, yeah, and just goes back to tinkering.
What? She's in.
Did you want green or brown for your ord hunting pin?
Why? What? Just say it. Just say it.
Yeah.
She's like walking back and forth.
Is there anything on your mind that you want to vent about?
I'm
know you're-
concerned that now we don't have enough potions because I couldn't get it together to get it out the door. You know?
I'll like put the wax seal down for a second and then take a second to think about his words before he says anything. Because he knows he's in a very predicament. He's like thinking this is worse than Eleanor.
Definitely like back and forth.
This is
Like
like
looking up at him.
being stuck in a caged animal.
Yeah.
That's also
You see-
demanding him to speak.
Euphemia, you don't need to put all this pressure on you alone. I know you want to ensure that we all come out of this alive, but you're not the only one trying to make that happen. We're gonna do this. Whether we stumble or not, we haven't failed yet. We always find a way.
You realize if one of us dies here, that's it. Those mines, they're so dangerous, Dav.
I know. But if you let yourself get so worked up, then you will fail. Or you will stumble. I trust you to get us through this. And I trust you, and I trust Winnie, and Eleonora, and Edison. And I also trust that there's bigger things around us looking out for us. You don't have to do this alone. You don't have to put all that pressure on you alone. It's a potion. We can make another one.
To like look over at it, a little bitter, honestly. I hope you're right.
And if I'm
I can't not worry, Dev. Now we have all of us to keep track of. All of you doing this, and it's this curse on me. So I'm gonna feel some of that weight. I don't think it's going away.
Don't let it control you. You control it. I'm not saying you don't have to stress or worry about it, but... And I'm a little bit of the pot calling the tea kettle black or whatever the phrase is. I don't know. Even if one of us... Even if something does happen, it's not your fault. And you will survive. You and I have seen death, and it hasn't stopped us yet. We're stronger than that.
Thank you.
I don't consider like he doesn't know if it actually worked or not, or if she's good.
She's got like gears turning in her head right now.
It's like,
I
did
think
it
that's
reverse you know it yet?
she's she'll kind of like her shoulders will drop a little bit, and she'll look at him and say, "I don't feel very good about you stumbling around in the dark, unable to see."
Yeah, me neither. So I'm practicing.
So we'll just, you know, if we have to trade off or something, we'll figure it out. I don't want you to feel like you can't. I don't know where you are or something.
I'd much rather have you see. You can see things better. I can just hold onto your arm if I need to. I can follow the leader.
God.
Well, not saying you're the leader. I'm just, you know what I'm saying. Sorry.
He's like immediately panicking, like, no!
Who's we all know Eleanor's the leader, you're fine.
The leader is standing. Well, if there's something else that I can do to help you, I would like to, since you're doing this to help me.
You're already helping me. You've accepted me and opened the door. And you've believed Eleonora. And you've supported Winnie. You're already doing that. But I do want you to know I've already accepted that I could die. I don't ever want you to stop living and following whatever you need to do if something happens to me. I'll be happy that I'm with family again.
She looks pretty troubled that he brings this up because he has said this before. And she'll put her hand on your arm and just say, "I have no intention of letting you die right now.
I know.
No. You have things to figure out."
I'm not saying I'm ready to give up or anything like that. I'm just saying if the worst ever happens, I don't want you to crumble. Just know that any of us would make that sacrifice for you. And vice versa, I know you would do the same. Don't feel guilty for us offering that gift to you. And vice versa. I mean, you of all people know life and death is part of the same cycle.
There is a part of me, Dav, that really is afraid of trading one weight for another in this.
Maybe that's the crux of it then. Let's find the balance. And accept it.
You must have been reading a lot more in the library or something. You came across very well spoken. She just like goes back to her. She starts cleaning up all of her mess that she just made.
Take it. Backhand a compliment, but okay. Thanks.
All right. Anything else?
Present.
All right. You buy a present?
Yeah.
Okay. That's good.
It's the most non-Eleanor Rachel thing I've ever heard. I'm sorry, what did you say? What did you want? Present. Pen.
What if
Okay.
I like
So-
to find one.
Yeah.
There is a
She's so tired of
very
shopping.
fancy set of pens,
It's probably
inks,
really
papers, things like that are 10
Yeah.
gold you could buy.
We just get one of them, one of the pens.
Yeah,
What
like
was that?
one of them.
So a regular pen is 2 copper. If you want to get a fancy pen, we could jump that up to 2 silver, we'll say.
Oh yeah.
A really
that feels good.
fancy one.
Yeah. Right?
That's fun. Yeah.
We can give him
Okay.
a tie. I don't know. I'm trying to think of like dad gifts. I don't know why. Like a grill
So-
scraper.
yeah.
Ooh,
Some
Yeah.
nice quality meat he can grill. I don't know.
Like
What does he
Bring a
like?
steak back.
Yeah. I like that thing. Some nice alcohol. I don't know something. What do you get, dads?
Yeah, I think a nice, definitely like a nice pen, since he does seem to use that,
Mhm.
would be good.
yeah. Cuffs.
Or wrist. Oh yeah, we were thinking about that too. Cufflinks.
Yeah.
Wrist cuffs. I couldn't think
Uh,
that's
You need to arrest
We
someone.
can go with a semi-fancy cufflinks for. We'll do gold piece for something that looks fairly nice.
Done. Both of them. That's not much money.
All right.
Perfect.
Can work with that.
Dav is not giving you the gift anymore because they don't look nearly the same quality, and be like, well, you give them separately.
All right.
She doesn't
Okay.
know this the difference.
Like, this is going back into my scraps.
So you got all your purchases at the market. Anything else you guys want to do today?
I would ask-
Email, make sure she's okay.
Okay.
Yes.
I
would give-
quietly resents it.
I would give Dab one of them, of either the pen or the cufflinks, and say, if you wanted to try engraving one of these, which one would you like? And this can be a spare.
What? Are you asking me to engrave one of them for the gift? Is that what you're saying?
Yes.
Oh. You choose. Your patron.
Um.
I also realize we should not hold on to these on if they're engraved. If you're not going to give them to them, because like it's just like your book. If people find this on us,
Right.
just a thought.
Well, my book already does it,
Yeah.
potentially.
Yeah, that's a
So,
good point.
why don't you try the cufflinks first? Bit better of a surface to work on for you.
What do you want engraved on it? The same thing?
Same thing. I believe in you.
Can he? What are the cufflinks made out of? Is it like a gem on the end?
These are more of a simple flat surface on the end.
Okay. I can see it in my head. I don't know how to describe it. It's like jewelry where it's like been imprinted with artwork into the edge of the material, like whether by taking other materials and making the art, or it's like you're like indenting it into it. I'm trying to think of like what that'd be called.
Embossing, kind of? Or
Or like welding something to the outside of it, or what do you mean?
Not necessarily welding something to it, but like you're using another material to kind of emboss in, or like it's the opposite of emboss, but it's like indenting into it.
printing, essentially. Yeah.
Yeah.
Stamping.
Yeah.
Essentially,
Into
it's
it.
like a stamp.
Okay.
Trying to think of like doing that with material.
Okay.
If I could help him to give him assistance in any way for an advantage roll, I don't know though. I have all my rolls. I really hadn't rolled today, so I was hoping to use that or something. Since
I
we're about
mean,
to be done.
we can give him advantage on the roll, but it's him
Check.
doing it, so he's the one. But
Do we
this
have
would be.
time today to do this, or
Are you guys planning on leaving today, or are you guys planning on sticking around all day?
Gonna leave in the morning, maybe, or just can I just leave?
Leaving in the morning if we seems
Contact us
okay,
and
but
Yeah.
You want to go
if he
another
seems
day?
okay with leaving in the morning, that would be fine. I thought we were staying anyway because of the potion, and
Okay. Another 2 gold
then
for the
it
room.
just didn't work. So,
Another 2
but
gold
if
for the
they
room,
want to
too.
leave early,
I was like, don't bring it up, don't bring it.
yeah.
2 gold to the room.
Ah,
Oh yes, okay.
yeah. I suppose if I could tell less than part of the way through the day that I biffed this, I would probably at some point see if anybody wants to go for a walk or something. I think I'd be looking for like a quiet like garden or something for a little while.
Okay.
Unless anybody says they need anything else from me, but
I would volunteer if I'm not working on this. Let's put it that way.
right.
I think he'd be preoccupied if he's working on this.
Yeah, I was
Or I
saying
could
I was
go-
staying with him, so yeah, you can go if you
Yeah, I can go with you. I just.
Okay.
Yeah, I can go with you.
So you take a walk.
But we'll just
You work on stamping the end of this. So go ahead and give it an advantage roll.
Oh, buddy.
Try your best.
Pretty good. 23.
There you go. You get it to work out
Yes.
perfectly.
Much better than a 1. He like the whole time he's just like you see that the finished product of the wax stamp out, and he just keeps on like shoving it like further and further away and like under like a towel and
So good.
Okay. Anything else you guys want to roleplay on this day, I guess?
Should
I
thank
think-
him,
Happy
obviously.
roleplay day.
Yeah.
I
There's
think the
lots of
only
roleplay.
thing I would do is once we find some sort of little park or something, I would sit down and try and have some nature time before
Okay.
we head out.
Yeah, you can definitely find some time there.
Like I would reach out and try and pull a little bit from that.
Yeah, it is weird kind of when you enter like the garden section too, if you go that way, how different it is. The city does grow quieter because it's intentionally
Mhm.
more an escape from the hustle of the city. So,
Sure.
all right. Eventually make your way back. Dab,
before they come back, and don't have to roleplay a lot of it, but I do think at one point Dab just sees that they've gone, and hey, Eleanor just heads up for a mental check on all of us. I think Euphemia is very, very much putting a lot of this on her shoulders.
Yes,
Just as much as we can help out.
of course. Any failure she will take upon herself, so.
Oh yeah, yeah. I could hear your voice getting me through an interaction with her today when she
Oh.
failed that potion. So yeah,
Well,
she's
good.
definitely stressed out about this.
Yes, definitely.
I really want to help her with this.
We'll do our best. I think being sensitive to her moods and her needs is a very important step, so good work.
Vice versa, I think stepping up and saying something when we don't always. I think there's a lot of silence sometimes between us as a group. You don't have to.
Mm-hmm.
Does this right hand look like a left hand to you when he holds up the coffee?
No,
Yeah,
no, you did well. You did well.
I'm gonna keep working on it.
Sure. Yeah, the 12 magnifying glass thing.
No, I'm really. That looks like a fourth finger. I'm gonna work on this more.
Oh, sure. Yes.
Okay. So, anything else? Or
We'll just tell Edison we're leaving tomorrow. That's what we're planning.
all right, like in the morning, or
He's good with it. Yeah.
so he will say he'll meet you in the morning. You all can head to bed if you'd like. Same routine, I'm guessing.
Same routine. Alarm.
Alarm.
Same thing. Yeah. Double.
Consecration to Domine.
Let's see if anything happens with that. Dav gets a mishap.
Oh
Bring it
yeah.
on.
I feel like almost every
One.
spell there's been a mishap tonight. Just like one, maybe it wasn't.
It
It's a
has.
balance for last session. It's crazy.
It is a balance, yes.
Better here than
Dav wants all the mishaps. He does not want anything to fall on anyone else during this trip.
I'll
It's
take
fine.
them.
It's fine taking it for the group right now.
All right.
Until he doesn't.
So, okay. So,
like that.
Dab, you
boy.
do your alarm, and just like the entire room just feels like it just almost gets enshrouded in this darkness. All of you see this too. Like the entire room, just like darkness descends upon it, as like all your belongings that are off of you are all like covered in shadow. The walls are covered in shadow. The beds are all covered in shadow. It's just very strange looking. You can't tell where anything is. It's just like a shadow room you're in.
Yeah, this is a new one.
You can
This
see
is a
each
new
other.
one.
Like you can look across and see each other in the room, but just like the entire room is shadow, essentially.
My bad, guys.
It's hard to see any of the
Interesting.
objects right now.
I'll like reach out for my bag just to see if it's solid.
You can feel it. It's just you can't see it really. There's just like the shadow
okay.
covering it.
We see each other just fine. Like,
Yeah, you guys are all just fine looking at each other.
well, my bad.
Interesting. I guess we'll just wait this one out.
See how long
Lasts
this will
lasts
last.
about a minute and then it's gone. You got
We're all
everything
just
kind of like
awkwardly
returns to
sitting
like its
there.
normal color.
I feel like we're all just sitting there like,
Yeah, we're like
Waiting
waiting for it to
for
be done.
Yeah,
That's a weird one.
it's definitely a weird one.
I think you're rough during fights. Ugh.
so bad.
Yeah,
But-
'cause it's
Okay.
not just magical darkness. It's really interesting.
Yeah.
It's a weird one. That's why I was like, as I'm reading, like, what?
What?
Okay.
What?
Okay, we're good on that one. Whew.
All right. So, you all rest. Anything you want to do on your rest?
No.
Okay,
I think
We-
just spin my wheels on all of this. That's all I'm doing.
sounds good. We will jump to the 5th then. Let's see real quick. Highs or lows for you, Euphemia?
Lows.
Oh, I did say I prayed, but because we were saying that we did the whole routine
Yep.
still, so
Right.
Yep, that's why I'm asking the
Make sure.
highs or lows.
sorry, I didn't know if it was a nightmare like you were. Sorry, I was confused.
Cute that that's our routine now.
It
I
is a-
know.
I
Oh,
figured that would be.
Cute. That is cute.
This evening, you sense that presence closer to you. And you feel that darkness closing in on you. Like it's drawing closer and closer.
Sounds about right. Okay.
That storm rumbling gets closer and closer. Yep.
Yeah. All right.
But you make it through the night without any major nightmare or anything like that. But you wake up, and after you guys get ready, Edison is ready to go whenever you guys are.
I'm ready.
All right. So you're going to Edgefort.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So he gathers all of you around. Are you all ready? All right.
We all nodded.
Sorry, I was
perfect.
trying to
Say out loud.
Silently.
It's like, why is he lingering?
He will cast teleport.
Good.
Let's see how this goes. I hope that's a good number. Let me double check that spell.
It's either really good or really bad.
Yeah, it's definitely one of the extremes, so it's either the good side or the bad side of it, so let's find out. Let's see. It's the good side. Good.
Ooh-wee.
Oh, that is almost
Okay.
gonna be a really weird mission.
But as he casts it, Winnie, can you roll me a d4, please?
D4, yeah. 4.
4. All right. So as this happens, you guys feel that energy around you, that mishap energy begin to swirl. Winnie, can you say, "Oh no," in your best Winnie voice?
Oh no!
You guys hear that as you
like
begin to get shifted
Oh, dear.
to
Yep.
Edge Fort.
There it is.
Can you roll me one more D4, Winnie, please?
Yeah. 3.
All right. You guys
I'm
arrive in
scared.
Edge Fort, but you don't see Winnie. You don't see her there.
No.
And you guys look as like Edison's there, just like rubbing his right leg as he arrives, like a little bit of discomfort. He
Where's
starts pulling up his pant leg as you were looking for Winnie, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
And you see as he pulls up his pant leg on his calf, there is a little tattoo of Winnie with this kind of like shocked look on her face. As
Just on.
what? He's her biggest fan.
Winnie is now a tattoo on Edison's right
Oh my
leg.
god. Oh my gosh.
I'm in like
That's-
Doodle Bob world. That's my.
This is not cool.
Oh no.
Edison
Is
looks
she
down with a
moving,
little
or
bit
is
of
it just like
concern, just like frozen in this like shocked, like, oh no face.
Oh no.
And
Have you
Edison
always
just-
had that?
No, this is new.
Did we feel a mishap go off or
You
anything?
felt some sort of mishap energy around you as you guys teleported.
Oh dear, I did not know that was a possibility for a mishap.
That's Winnie.
That's all right. You have remove curse, right? You can just try it and fix this right away. It won't even be like anything happened.
Yes, do you mind terribly if I touch your calf, Edison?
Go ahead.
Alright. I'm very sorry. She before I like actually cast remove curse, is there like a difference in his skin versus the tattoo, or does it feel like an actual tattoo?
It feels like it's just like actually on his skin tattoo.
Oh, dear. Alright, everyone get ready, and I'll cast remove curse
All right.
on him. I like kind of shoo the other two away, like maybe they can back off.
There's no mishap, but
Well, that's
Winnie is
good.
still a tattoo on his leg after that.
Oh, dear.
And that is where we're going to end tonight's session.
So good.
So,
Is this-
what?
Is this your way of her being gone?
Yes. Because
Yes.
Kelly will
I
be
knew
gone in upcoming weeks, but we can still play then as long as she's a tattoo on Edison's leg, right? So,
There we go.
You're
Yeah,
on the
it's like
now,
the-
but I still.
And I'll come with you guys too. You
Yeah.
can transport me. So it's easy.
yep. This is my DM way
So
to
good.
have a character be gone, but not truly gone for whenever she gets back. So,
chaotic.
I'll see if I get a
solution. I
spell
love
slot
it.
out of someone. Going along with
I
that.
did get a spell slot on Eleanor, so that's pretty
That's
good.
really good.
Oh, that's funny.
But yes, that is where we're going to end tonight,
That's
and
really good.
we
That's
will
so good.
we will be picking up with this new group, and it could have been any of you. Like 1 was Eleanor, 2 was Euphemia, 3 was Dab, and 4 was Edison.
Oh
So-
gosh.
and then
Oh gosh.
the limb that it would be on was the other D4 roll.
Edison and Winnie have like a new friendship. Like there's
They're
some
gonna be
bond now.
BFFs now.
Oh yeah, they have a bond now like no other. Yep.
Hey,
Oh, like living on
Euphemia,
your leg
you're
for.
not jealous or anything. Like you're okay with. All right, you're fine.
Jealous, Dab.
Well, I'm just making sure. You know,
Why
make
can't
sure-
I be a tattoo on his calf?
I mean, I'm not Juz. I'm, you know, not right now.
Sounds like weird, like indie song lyrics. Like I want to be a tattoo on your calf.
Yeah.
It does sound like a weird indie song. That's so
Yeah.
funny.
But we're gonna end our recording there, and then we'll raid some buddies. So stick around for that. But thank you so much for watching. We appreciate you. Bye.
Eat.